You ever just start a stream and realize that you immediately forgot your glasses? Good job, Kit. Good job. Also, how does a hat look today? Dumb. My hair has literally been all over the place today. It really has like not wanted to do anything it's wanted to do today. It is feisty. Feisty hair. Like, I don't even know what to fucking do with it right now. It be weird hair. Is that a haircut I see? Yeah, it's also colored hair. What a Russian. Yeah. That can work for now. I guess. Very colorful, thank you. Somebody actually said today that it looks like Joker colors, and that was not intentional whatsoever. Because it being purple, pink, and green. Yeah. It's supposed to be spiked up in the middle, but my hair is so fucking heavy, and I'm trying to learn how to use a flat iron. So, it's, you know, not going as well. This, like, my hair... Yeah, that looks fine, actually. Maybe that looks fine. I don't know. The other day, actually, I had it, like, back. Like, I had it just very far back. Yeah, I could do something like this. There we go. Now it looks semi-presentable. I have the world's largest forehead, so it's all good. So, anywho, we're doing Paralogues and support stuff today. We're not going to do any of the main story, so I can get shit done. Yeah. Everyone should be good in this game. So it looks like we're going to start with the weather vanes of Poland. So let's start with that. Talking.
Professor, do you have a moment?
What's up, Gilbert? Of course, I'm a
I
good.
would hear your opinion on our situation. Given our current fighting power, what sort of challenge do you expect we pose to the Empire?
I think we could beat them pretty simply. I have a lot of
Do we
high
have
levels.
any hope of victory?
Yes, we do. The probability of victory is low.
So,
I'm gonna say for story reasons.
However, in order to strengthen our forces, we...
Why would anyone put a barrel here?
Good job. Run into a barrel. But how have you been, Baracha? I know I haven't had a chance to play DBD with you lately. Or be in VC. Just because this week's been weird. But how have you been?
Oh, that really smarts. Oh, hello, Father.
Father? We're learning stuff?
Another stupendous fall.
As though you care about my well-being. Anyway, Professor, I'm heading out for a bit.
Where are you
I
going?
was thinking of going to visit my uncle.
To see my brother? Why is that, Annette?
I want to ask him to entrust me with the hero's relic of House Dominic.
Oh,
The
shit.
fight from here on out is gonna be tough. I need to do whatever I can to get stronger.
Another relic.
The best thing we can do, as far as I can tell, is to have another hero's relic at our disposal.
You are not wrong, yet it will not be easy.
Why is that? Why is the uncle?
Under pressure from Cornelia, House Dominic is maintaining a pro-imperial stance. That makes us his enemy. Brother or no, he will not hand over a hero's relic to us.
Damn.
But he's not a bad person, and we'll never know unless we ask, right? And Mother might be there too.
The Dominic region is, at present, enemy territory. There is no guarantee you can see them safely.
Very
Fine,
true.
be that way. It's not like I was planning to ask for your help anyway. Professor, don't worry about me. I'll be back soon, and with a relic no less.
Annette, I kind of doubt that.
Annette, wait! She never listens. So frustrating. However, if she were able to retrieve the hero's relic, it would prove a great boon to our forces.
True, we have so many.
Perhaps I should prepare myself for the worst. I shall travel with Annette to see my brother. Professor, might I ask you to take on a task for me? It is entirely possible that we shall be captured in the Dominic region. In anticipation of that, I would ask that you wait outside of the region with an army at your command.
Yo, I got you. I'll help
I
you
cannot
out.
say with confidence that we will be able to bring back the hero's relic without issue. While it pains me to ask this favor of you, I must also thank you for accepting.
God, I really like Gilbert. He's such a good dude. He's just a good guy trying to do good guy things. Good guy
Thank you
doing
so much.
good guy things. Except his name is also not Gilbert, but
I am
we don't know
grateful.
the specifics of that just yet. We'll learn about that
I have
later.
gratitude.
But we got other stuff to do.
Thanks so much.
We got a lot of supports, and I decided that today is going to be a support day because it's late and the people who want to see the story and my reaction to the story, they're not going to be here today. All right, let's see who we got. If I look at Gilbert and Annette, let's kind of just take a look at where we are. Where is everybody? Annette and Gilbert are up there. Stronghold's fine. Baron Dominic doesn't even have a face. That jerk. What do you got? Black Pearl. I just want to take a gander and see what all these guys have. Spear. Alright, this doesn't look too bad. So what I'm gonna do is actually use characters who aren't like maxed out with the we're gonna use characters who are not maxed out with their classes. So we're gonna use Felix. And Felix, you're gonna bring along. Weirdly enough, I'm actually gonna have you bring along. Let's do Yuri. Petra. And Petra, I'm gonna have you bring along Anna. And then Ash, I want you to bring along Cyril. And then we'll go Marianne, Lysithia, Leonie's good. I think Sylvain's good, right? Yeah, Sylvain's good. Where's Bernie? Bring Bernie, and then we'll bring Flane. It's been a while since we've used Flane. So currently, if we check our main character, you may notice a lot of A's, and actually right under my fist came are 3 S pluses. We don't need to worry about sword, axe, or lance. I'm actually having the professor focus on magic, so we'll keep the professor there. Gilbert's been doing all right. I've been kind of doing some minor leveling. I haven't divvied up skills yet, but that will come later. And that's doing all right. Felix is a swords master right now. Petra is a swords master. You are also a swords master. Let's confuse for a second. Ash being a brawler. Marianne is a bishop. Leonie being a priest. Lysithia has a sword for mercenary. Bernie, we actually can use her final role, which is a sniper.
Bernie.
So let's give Bernie... And Bernie has the knowledge gem because I wanted to max her out before I did everything. I'm trying to just raise up all their skills. So funny enough, in this fight, Bernie is going to be kind of the mainstay. Flane is a brigand. Yuri is a trickster. Anna, do you know magic? You do. I'm gonna have Anna be a priest.
Well,
Just for healing purposes, and then Cyril's Lance. Cool. Battalion-wise, let me just check. Leonie does not have battalions, so we'll give you that. Oh, I should mention that we should have nearly all of the, except for the Kingdom Heavy Knights, and a few others, most of these should be maxed. Bernie, you actually can probably use these guys. Yep. Flane, unfortunately, has not used too many. I'm actually gonna save right here. Yeah, let's open gate the battle.
Uncle, I beg you. Please give me the hero's relic.
Even in this land, the Empire's eye shines bright. To hand over such a weapon to you, our enemy, is unthinkable.
We are well aware. Brother, I beg you, for the sake of the kingdom's revival.
I cannot. If it becomes known that I gave you aid, my lands will be annexed in a bitter instant.
Then we must relent. Annette, there is nothing for us here. We should go.
No. Letting you simply leave will invite accusations of collusion. I must take you as my hostages.
So, it has come to pass after all.
Annette, live here with me. You needn't return to that helpless band of rebels without a glimmer of hope for victory.
Fucking shooting me down. What an asshole. What an asshole. Oh, I think stream is good. Okay. I was a little worried because stream was acting weird lately.
You're wrong. That will never happen, Uncle.
Your mother is also here in this land. Do not dismiss my proposition so readily.
We can't afford to stay here. Father, we have to run.
Be calm, Annette. I assumed something like this would happen. If we do not come back, the professor will come to get us. We need but wait and keep faith.
These guys don't move, huh?
I'm your girl.
So we need a group to go up and a group to go left. Well, first, let's put on the animations. All right, we'll start with Bernie.
For all of us.
Bernie, you can fuck shit up. Nice, getting some good hits in. Lysithia with
Let's
an
make
axe.
this quick.
Yeah, I'll move Lysithia to the left. I think that's
I've got
fine.
no time for mercy.
How are we looking? 13. Lysithia should be fine, and actually I'm gonna move Ash up.
In the name of justice.
That's right, Ash gonna kick some butt. Hey, what up, Miku? Been my how's been? Can't say for long to sleep. It's nice to see from you as well. Hope you've been well. I've been chillin'. Chillin'. You know me streaming and playing all the games and getting all the stuff done.
Prevail. To survive, I will win. I fight for justice's name.
Petra with the kills.
I'll cut through.
Felix is a swordmaster. Felix can just run up and get some kills.
You haven't earned my pity.
Let's go.
I'll do my best.
Marianne can actually silence from afar, which is awesome.
My orders?
We're gonna move Leonie to the left,
What's my strategy?
and I'm actually gonna move the professor up, just for reference's sake.
My orders?
I'm just gonna end the turn so that way those two, like, we don't want to really provoke them at all. Ooh. Tried with the Ragnarok. Missed, didn't you? I'm actually curious what happens if we fight him. Just curious. Could I have? Oh, they will actually just start fighting. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, so we just gotta stay there until we get saved. So that's fair. That's fair. Flame.
Onward.
I actually do want Flame to just try to live.
I'll do my best.
We will assist, heal.
Oh, lovely.
Just so that way Flame can get some
I will prevail.
stuff in. Petra going in for the kill. Dude, Petra.
Each battle
Sleep.
a victory.
Bye, Miku. Hope to see you again soon.
I'll cut through.
Have a wonderful night. Take it easy.
What's my strategy?
Yeah, Professor. Just
Our
start moving
allies
in.
are being held in that stronghold in the southeast. Please, rescue them quickly.
Fish!
Fish.
I'd be honored.
We'll have Ash go in.
I've got you!
Look at that. Ash going in for the hits.
I must steel myself.
He is kicking butt. Actually, sorry, I'm just looking at this. You are actually already maxed.
What's my strategy?
I'm just gonna keep healing people from the back
you.
and just staying back. I think that's the best.
I'd be honored.
Our allies are.
Yeah.
I will end this now! It's my duty.
Just so that way those who need to level up their classes can.
Let's make this quick.
Scythia is gonna move up.
My orders?
We'll have Leone move up.
I do this for all of us.
Bernie move up. And these guys are still fine. Oh, look at that. Felix going in for the hit. Let's go, Felix.
Point sassy. I'll cut you down!
It was meant to be.
Let's go, Felix. Kicking somebody. That's painful.
You can't win!
He's dead. Alright. Let's rewind time to prevent that from happening.
My orders?
We're gonna move Leone up.
I do this for all of us.
Move you up.
Let's make
But
this
move
quick.
Lysithia from the back. There you go. Alright, speed through. Alright, you can take out Big Buff Boy. Big Buff Boy. Lysithia. Hit the archer. Leone can just use fire. I love how Leone's a mage and
about a
she very
curtsy?
much should not be.
Amazing.
I'd be honored.
And Ash can just end this guy.
It was the only way.
And then there's an archer. We're gonna need to move some
Onward.
people around.
What's my strategy?
Heal up.
Oh, lovely.
I'm sure you'll be
I'll do my
fine.
best.
We'll heal you
Why,
up.
thank you.
Alright. You
I
two
will
are doing
prevail.
okay.
I'll cut through.
Alright, we should be fine.
Let's think carefully.
Ooh, lure. I don't think lures gonna actually do anything. Yeah, there's the miss. Let's go. Alright. Flame can just end this guy. Let's go,
Child's
Flame.
play.
Actually doing good stuff. Move Marianne up. Vela can stick there. I'm gonna actually have Ash go this way and actually open the door.
Ha! Right to the last you hope to strike me down. In that case, I will also lay my cards on the table and commit all my resources to this fight.
Reinforcements? That will make life more difficult.
Oh, that's fine. You don't need to worry about reinforcements, silly goose. I'll be fine. I'll be just fine, I'm sure of it. Petra. Oh shit, these guys are actually gonna start attacking now.
Saw it coming.
My orders?
This actually keeps Annette alive. Funny enough, this actually keeps Annette alive, me doing this. Petra needs to move forward. Felix, I'm just gonna have you start grabbing things. Who else needs to move? Oh, Volika does. No, I think we're good. I think we're good. There shouldn't be any casualties. That's a tomahawk.
No matter what, I have to return to the professor. To His Highness. To everyone.
Those guys can't really move too far. Yeah, they're going to just start trying to get these guys killed. Holy shit. Hold on, we need to move forward. Ian Pronto. So you guys only seem to move. Yeah, these two I don't care about. It's these that I actually care about. Okay. Here's how we do this then. Felix is gonna come here and just take this guy out.
You fought well.
Alright.
Not quite ready to die.
Needs to sneak out over here. Annette needs to sneak out over here with a better
Not quite ready
bow.
to die.
You'll be fine, you'll be fine.
I'll do my best.
Marianne should be able to psychic. Yeah, let's go. This
Thanks.
psychic play. Are we good? So that being said,
I will prevail.
Petra can get hello hose. You've already said that before.
You are in my way.
Nice,
Not for
Petra.
myself,
Good
for
hit.
everyone.
Brilliant.
My orders?
We'll have Gilbert just start taking on these guys slowly but surely. Is everyone like gonna die? No, we're good. Okay, cool.
I'd be honored.
I'm gonna have Ash just go down here. What the? Wait, what do you have? You have the ability to shoot close.
Let's make this
for
quick.
counterattacks. Okay. That's what I figured. Ow. Alright, how much damage are you gonna do?
I do this
I don't
for
know how
all
much
of
damage
us.
we're actually gonna do. Oh, well, we kill you, Bernadette.
A little scratch won't stop me.
Nice, Bernie. Good stuff. Got the black
My
pearl.
orders?
Let's just start healing everybody.
Yeah, I needed that.
All right, this is where things might get scary. Yeah, they're trying to get everybody killed, but we should be able to wipe them out pretty safely. Yeah, Gilbert's got them struck down. Let's go. Oh yeah, Felix got pave vase, whatever it's called.
Not enough.
Meanwhile, Gilbert just kicking butt again. Our boy. Okay. Marianne, you're gonna need to come in and just start getting people killed.
This is for the best, right?
Nice.
I'm your girl.
Hello, Annette. Actually, Annette should be okay here. For the most part. She's not the strongest, but at least she should be able to do what she needs to do. Felix should be done with his class here in a moment. It's good. Everyone's about to attack.
What's my strategy?
Onward.
Blaine's actually just gonna stand right here. Forward. I think it's just gonna be... Okay. We stand here to kill this guy. 63% chance to crit. Didn't get. And then, do I... Can I kill you? Yes.
All for Fargus.
And then we back up so that way Annette doesn't die. Alright, everyone's good there.
Proceed carefully.
You'll be fine, Lysithia, because Leonie's gonna heal you here.
Apologies.
Yeah, I don't foresee anybody, like, actually dying. Bernie, can you go right there? Hell yeah. Alright, with this, Annette should still live. That's fine. Annette's gonna barely live. Against all odds, Annette barely lives through this.
All right, next.
Felix is a good stores master, so I need to... You are now out of the fight. So Felix is out of the fight now.
Not quite ready to die.
Nope. Yeah, you can do that. Alright. Hey, how's it going? I hear that you're feeling ill. Let me heal you. Marianne can kill this guy. Nice. And with the kill, let's go.
You're so on top of it.
Blaine should be good. 18% chance, that's fine. Let me see just how we're doing this. You won't get the kill, but you will, right? Yeah.
With all of my might, yeah.
Petra with the crit.
Reassuring.
We will hit you.
On my honor as a knight.
Where will you go? I'm actually gonna have Gilbert go up to start trying to grab that. You four down here are in an interesting predicament, all things considered.
Let's make this quick.
I'm gonna move Lysithia up here. It doesn't really matter who attacks first. All that matters is that Ash stands right here, and we heal Ash.
Thanks so much.
And then I want Bernie to be right here. All right, this should be ideal. You can fly away. Plane's good. You tried, Lysithia. I give you an A for effort. Dang, Abraxas. That seems like a strong skill.
Still here.
Maybe we one day get to learn that. Alright, horses going down. We can still keep healing
I'm
Annette.
grateful.
In fact, actually, I think Annette, we can try to get the kill here. Not gonna work. That's fine. Experience-wise, we will have Marianne kill.
I won, didn't I?
Excuse me a second. Sorry, nose was feeling weird. Okay. Let's move you back. And then we're just gonna have Petra go in for the kill here. You thought that you were gonna be fighting a small girl. Instead, you fought Petra. Nice. Anna with the level up too. Nice. Felix can get experience. Doesn't really matter to me. Gilbert, we can go attack here. All right, so this is gonna be interesting. Leone is actually just gonna keep healing, and Lysithea is actually just gonna keep taking hits. And I'm actually gonna open the door, so that way it should let some other people come in. I just need to make sure I don't kill that dude. Can I actually, you know what? Maybe I can actually sneak by. Can I maybe sneak by?
I'm gonna do it!
Okay. Nice. With some good hits. I just realized I should look for chests real fast. Because when it comes to paralogues or like these missions, there is a possibility of chests. Not too much. We should be fine. I'm not gonna have Lysithea attack because that means that Lysithea should be able to do stuff. They're heading north. There we go. There's the miss. But this hopefully will start leveling up Lysithea's axe skills, which we want. Yeah, they are moving up. Heal flame.
Oh, lovely.
Let's go flame. Just want one to attack. There we go. Gilbert's gonna attack this guy up here. This guy just has a spear, right? Yeah. Annette. Marianne. Get the psychic heal. Let's go.
Thanks.
Petra. Honestly, I think Petra just goes into the firing squad. I think Petra survives. Easy. Killer Lance. Dope. Actually, here's the thing. So we have Lysithea attack. And this is good. Just to see if we need to heal. Nice. And then we heal.
Apologies.
And I want to make sure everyone gets fully healed so we can use as much resources as we can. No, it looks like no one's going after you, so I think this is fine. All right, everyone should be attacking Petra, but they should not be able to kill Petra at all.
You will regret this.
Yeah, look at that 0 damage crit. I'm so proud of you. Good for you. Good effort. You missed flame. Hit a net though. You're heading down. I actually don't know what these guys are doing, in all honesty. Well, we'll keep healing.
Wow, thanks.
That was Marianne healing. That's fine. Actually, that's perfect. What am I saying? Flame, do you do any damage? No. Neither of you do actually do any damage.
What's my strategy?
You heal.
I owe you.
Look at that, level 51. I'm not over leveled in the
I'll do my
slightest.
best.
Alright, can you... Yeah, I need you to Thor on this guy. This guy's actually going to be an issue.
Goddess, forgive me.
Marianne with 18. Marianne should be
orders?
fine. Oh. Yeah, and then we'll just keep fighting this guy. We should be okay.
Here I come!
Ooh, nice. Dude got a crit. Good job.
I'd be honored.
We're going to have Ash move up.
My orders?
Ha! That helps.
I do this for all of us. I'll be home again soon.
The downside that I am realizing is that Actually, this should be able to level up for Ash. Still gets the 21 on a 22%? Dang. Nice.
I will prevail.
Petra, I'm actually just gonna have you kill this guy. Because the knight's gonna attack, so we should be fine.
My heart burns with pride.
And Lysithea just stay there.
Try to keep up!
Oh, look at that! That's cute. You heal. I forgot you're on a healing space. Petra gets the kill.
Witness frigid pride.
What else we got?
I've got you.
Alright, good job. That's one crit Ash. Do you have another? Two. No? Okay, that's fine. Oh my gosh, Ash, the 22%. There's your second crit. 22% chance. Ash is like, yeah, I guess I'll take hits. Nice. Excuse me. I'm gonna have Flame get the kill. Nice.
I cannot lose.
Alright, we need to start psychicking. Who can I psychic? Ash.
Thank you.
Sweet. We move closer.
I'm your girl.
Actually, this is perfect because the trickster's gonna hit her. We'll save Ash's life.
Survive, I will win. My
Let's
heart
go.
burns with pride.
I knew you'd come through.
Let's make this quick.
This guy's just tough. This guy just doesn't take any damage, huh? Alright. So after this heal, Lysithea is gonna be out. So I'm gonna smooth Lysithea away. Ash. I guess this just depends on if you take the 21 damage or not. I don't think you will because of 7 hit.
I've
Yeah.
got you.
This is just gonna be for leveling up Ash right now. So that's good. What else are we looking at? Gilbert, I think, is our last one. Yes, he is. Ah, the miss. That's fair. That guy's gonna actually keep healing. Wait, who am I missing? Oh, Felix. That's right. We don't need to worry about Felix. He's healed to full. We have another lure. Not gonna do anything. Yeah, this is just raising up Ash's fighting skill. So I'm actually okay with this. Ow. Rude. Use your bow and arrow. I know you're not good with it, but at least use it. Let's go. Flame with the hits and the jukes. That's my girl.
Many thanks.
More healing. As much as I would like Marianne to
Thanks.
do some damage, I don't think it's worth it right now.
You're a big help.
Nice. You can just chip away. Wow.
Yes, I've got you.
0? Okay. Interesting. This shouldn't do anything. This guy just seems to be getting stronger and weaker at the same time. Are you gonna crit again, Nash? Good job, Cyril. Always can count on you.
With all of my might.
Oh, this guy's
I
dead.
fight for
Finally.
justice. I'll try harder too.
So Cynthia's good. That guy's still there. Gilbert, can you take this guy down, please? Gilbert's doing okay. Iron sword broke. Are you healed to full? Okay, so Felix is healed to full. It's... Well, I'll give you an A for effort, Gilbert. Right, we will... I'm actually just gonna go here. But I'm just gonna leave it to the girls.
I owe
Good
you.
to you. Faith level 5. Let's go. And Flame should be able to get the kill.
If I must.
Let's go. Flame with the
Child's play.
fucking big
You're
kill.
really tough.
the sword can get the kill. Gilbert. Not at all. Gilbert, just be slacking. All right. Now we're just gonna make sure everyone's healed. Healed. Oh shit, you guys are all healed. All right, cool. Move you up. All right, we're gonna just move this team up first. I'm actually gonna have Annette be the one who starts fighting, but we'll see. Gilbert's not having a good time.
And for the kingdom, I must not fall here.
You'll be fine, Gilbert. Please. He takes a little bit of damage and he suddenly thinks he's dying. I'm gonna actually start moving Annette down. I'm gonna move Flane up, oddly enough, and same with the professor, so that way the professor can heal Marianne. Alright, can you, like, kill this dude? Like, we've been waiting this entire time, man. Alright. Let's get everyone in position. Ash goes there. We're gonna go here. Lysithia's just not gonna be a part of this fight. This final fight. But we're gonna start with Annette. Easy. Hi. Can you die to this man on the fucking horse? Thank goodness. Cool. Marianne's gonna heal. Good shit. Gilbert.
Too kind.
Gonna move Gilbert down because I do want to see if I can get Gilbert to start an attack too. Everyone else should be healed, so let's just kind of. I know we're delaying it, but I just want to get everyone here. Cool. All right. You should be okay.
I have no wish to enact violence on you, Annette. Listen to me and do as I say.
I will not listen. I can't and I won't. There's somewhere I must return to.
Good job. You did great. How about Gilbert?
My brother, I beg you, the relic.
I do not wish to repeat myself. If you want it that badly, slay me and claim it for your own.
Pick a god and pray. That's all I heard from that sentence. All right. Ash, do you want to be up with a guy on a horse?
I have my own reason for not giving up. And the less I speak of it, the better.
Good to know, buddy. Did you know that this guy's a guy with fists? He's gonna keep punching you. Ooh, the 2 damage. Looking strong. Can you actually get the kill from this? I just want to see. No, but you might die, so that's worth it. Leone could actually get the heal here.
Thanks.
Alright, Bernie gets the kill. Let's go, Bernie.
So, this is it. I fought well in the end. I doubt Cornelia will think I cooperated with you. Take the hero's relic and go. And in return, promise to restore the kingdom.
Brother, I thank you.
And don't worry about your wife. Whatever happens, I swear I will protect her.
Oh shit, he's not
When
dead.
all of this is over, you had better return to her. Make sure victory is yours, Gustav.
You have my word.
I don't know who Gustav is, but his name is Gilbert. Gilberto. Yo, Petra the MVP. Let's go. We got the School of Sorcery Soldiers. Cool. How does this paralogue end, you might ask?
My thank you so much.
I don't care. Dorothea, why?
I cannot tell you how grateful we are for your assistance.
I don't know what would have happened if not for you. And thanks to you, I got this.
The magic hammer Crusher. The hero's relic of House Dominic. My brother would not surrender such a relic without a fight.
What a cool looking
I
relic.
hope you understand.
Yeah, I understand.
House Dominic is one of the 10 great bloodlines. Yet within the kingdom, we are mere feudal lords. With the Empire growing in strength, Dominic must kneel. To do otherwise would be suicide. The Western lords and other rulers are in the same situation. They all comply, albeit reluctantly. If we defeat the Empire, I hope the kingdom will rise once more, under the banner of a legitimate king.
I hope so too. That's why we can't give up.
To that end, Professor, we will require your help.
We do
I
our
hope
best
we can
here.
continue depending on you.
Absolutely. You can count on me.
Don't worry, we won't make you do all of the hard work by yourself.
I'm level 51. I
I'll
can
give
kill
it my
everybody
all,
with a
too.
wink.
Speaking of, I'm gonna get straight to training. Ah! Why would someone put a dumb wooden box here?
Good job, Annette.
And please, look after my daughter as well.
We'll try. Interesting. Crusher. That's cool. All right, that's one paralogue down. Let's do one more. And we are going to do... We'll do the face beneath. Featuring Mercedes and
so
Caspar. So let's see what this is all about.
Professor, Mercedes, what are you two doing here?
We were just talking. Why do you look so flustered?
Haven't you heard? An Imperial army was spotted near Garreg Mach.
Oh, do you think they came to scout?
Maybe. We could probably take care of them if that's the case. But I heard the Death Knight is out there.
Oh, shit.
The Death Knight.
Is that a problem? It's been a while. It's been 5
No.
years.
It's nothing, really. Now's probably not the time, but I was just thinking of my brother.
Is your brother the Death Knight? Interesting.
You have a brother?
Yes, but we have different fathers. He was a year younger than me.
Why'd he suddenly come to mind?
You see,
Quickly, you must prepare for battle. The Death Knight has been spotted in the sealed forest. He only has a few troops with him, so we planned on taking him out with just the knights, but we can't guarantee that reinforcements won't arrive. We would appreciate your backup, just in case.
Okay.
Death Knight. I have to go.
Mercedes, wait! I don't know what's going on with you, but
No, I have to go see him.
Let's go with her.
yeah, we can't let him get away. I'll help Mercedes find the Death Knight. You go gather the others and meet up with us, Professor.
Sounds good, friends. Sounds good. I'll be right there.
My thank you so much.
I am grateful.
I have gratitude. Thanks so much.
I thank you.
Replenish 10 battalions. Replenish the battalions. Let's see what we're going against. Oh, look, monsters. The fuck? Why are you two already there? Well, you have a dark seal, so I guess I can get another one. There's just monsters everywhere. Holy crap, we are very far out. Interesting. Let's kind of switch things up here. So the weird thing is that Mercedes actually is maxed. Her reason and faith are just so fucking high. I'm actually gonna switch you to this. And then I'm just gonna let you use swords. We're just gonna have her use swords. Let's see. This. Caspar. It's fine. I'm actually gonna give Mercedes. Let me see. Both of these two, that's not gonna work. Okay. I'm gonna have to turn somebody into a flyer. Who could be a flyer that is not maxed? No. I was like, oh, it could be you, but no. 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 Yes. We'll have
I see
Leone be with her. So Leone, a sword. Are you good? I guess you might be good with swords. Okay. So that way, Leone's with you, and that should be fine. Caspar could be on their own. I think. Let's just kind of get the team together here, I guess. I think we more or less use the same, except Marianne, Lysithia, Burning Flame. Felix, you can have Yuri. Petra has Cyril. I think that's the best idea. It says it's fine, you're there. Okay, you need to switch. You're gonna switch into an assassin, which means that
I can.
you're gonna start using a bow, Felix. Congratulations, here's some training bows. His bow, I think, is, yeah. So he's good with a sword. That's all we need to worry about. Petra's good, Ash is good, Marianne's good, Lysithia's good. I'm surprised this actually uses an axe. Huh. Burning's good, Flane is good, Leone is good, Yuri is good, Cyril is good. Need to let King Cheese know that his Steam has been hacked. Got it. I am on it. Also, hi Neko, how have you been? Hold on. I got this. Also, what up, Katsy? How's it going? What's going on with Cheese's account? Probably. Alright, give me a second. Morning, War. How are you? Hold on. Let me do this. We're good. I just let him know. How are you doing, War? Finishing your lunch, so doing good. That's good to hear. He seemed very out of it. I think he was about to go to sleep. So. Ortiz. Did you know she's? I guess Neko probably got a message. I think we're good. Did I save? I don't remember. We'll save again. Wait, Italians. Leone doesn't have these anymore. Jesus. Sign that. Funny that I didn't get a message. That's kind of funny. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's start the fight. Fight all enemies except the Death Knight.
Emil, wait! Don't go!
Oh my gosh, it is a
Take your helmet
brother.
off. Please. Let me see your face. It really is you under there, isn't it? I've been searching for so long.
How do you set that up? It's in Steam settings. Also, I'm not in a game though right now. I don't think I'm in a game. I hope I'm not. Is there a game active? No. Let's. Caspar, look at that run. The man be running.
I finally caught up with you, Mercedes. You're faster than you look.
She is on a flying horse, sir.
But I'm
No
here
shit,
now,
Sherlock.
so you can give up, Death Knight.
Who are you three? Oh shit. People. Empire forces. Yeah, I think it's in Steam settings or something. I don't really know.
You worry us, Death Knight, gallivanting around like that. Is it possible that you're in contact with someone in the church? I don't know whether your silence is confirmation or denial. If it pleases you, I will take it as denial. In that case, let's wipe out every last one of those Garrig mock rats.
I have no interest. You do it.
What? I will report this to Her Majesty. All right, everyone, kill them all!
Sounds good.
Come at me! I'll take you all on!
Caspar, wait! Are you going to kill the Death Knight too?
That was the plan, but you're acting like you don't want me to. Do you know him or something?
I do. But he also doesn't look like he wants to fight us. Let's join up with everyone else. I think he might retreat if we defeat the other Imperial soldiers.
I'm not gonna let him escape. I might fight him even if he does try to get away.
Interesting. Alright, what's our split here? Oh, okay, we have a pretty good split. We have a good split. Oh, we're good. Let's fight some steel. Look at that giant monster. He's a cute giant monster.
I'd be
He's
honored.
a good giant monster. I'm gonna punch you in the dick, giant monster thing.
Let's make this quick.
I'm Spartacus.
What's my strategy?
No. Want to make sure that main character does as little fighting as possible.
Onward.
All right, are you gonna die? Nope.
I'll cut through.
Mostly because Felix has a bow.
You fought well.
I didn't know you were gonna make that reference.
I do this for all of us. I'll do my best.
The Spartacus reference or the Whose Line Spartacus reference? Because my more intention was to do the Whose Line Spartacus reference.
At your service.
Whose Line? I'm surprised that you knew that I was going to do that. Actually. Because Neko, it's been so long since we talked. So I didn't know that.
And I will not chase you. Challenge me, and I will have no choice but to fight.
Well, it's supposed to be spiked up and my hair's too heavy and I don't know how to use a flat iron. You're doing the voice? The Carol Channing voice? True, but not many people know about Whose Line. I had to teach Cheese about Whose Line the other day. Though Dale knows about Whose Line, and that made me happy. Made me feel like I was not the only one who knew about Whose Line, because I've been on that huge Whose Line binge lately. Hello, wolf thing.
Hey!
Like all the time. See, I just only started watching it like recently.
That helps.
I mean, I've known about like all the clips and everything for years, but I've never actually watched the show until
No use.
Yo, Agiton follow? Interesting. Smack this Andrew's desk. That's a classic. That's a classic. If I move up, will you kill me? That's the question I ask. If I move up, will you kill me?
I don't have time.
I don't have time for this. Immediately kills the giant lizard beast.
I will.
Listen, I'm loving the
Just
color
like
in my
that.
hair. Like, I love the pink, purple, and green. I don't know why. Is it? Oh, it's definitely still pink. I was worried because, like, I thought it was about to turn brown. I was like, I don't want it to be brown. Please, no.
Why, thank you.
Captain hair. Well, it's supposed to be a punk hairstyle, but I don't, like I said, I don't know how to properly use a flat iron, and my hair is just so damn heavy. What up, Cheese?
You haven't earned my pity.
Because here's the thing, like my hair, Jesus, my hair's a fucking mess. It's supposed to be up in the middle like this, but like my hair, like it's supposed to be like this, but it does not like to stay, as you can tell. Neko, we gotta play some DVD together lately, because then again, lately I've been playing a lot with Dale's group. So one day, damn. Well, are you okay? Are you just still trying to wake up? Cyclone. When your hair is wet? Is there a technique when my hair is wet? Do you do any damage? You don't. Go grab this item.
I can't lose.
Good job. Do that 0% crit.
I've got you.
Yeah, 0% crit. I'm proud of you.
To survive, I will win. I fight for justice's name.
I knew
Thank
you'd come
Neko.
through. Thank you.
I am just here. I am just the messenger.
How lovely.
Blaine, can you punch this man in the dick?
Prepare
Perfect.
yourself. I cannot lose.
Well, on Dale's stream, Cheese is now Prince Cheese because she's got so annoyed about being called Baby Cheese. So that was a thing that happened.
Put me in there.
Caspar. Do I want Caspar to fight? Everyone's good. Caspar I'm just gonna keep right there. Yes, you did. You very clearly were hella annoyed.
Apologies.
He was chanting baby cheese, and then I pointed out the fact that Cheese already gets called baby cheese and like didn't seem to particularly enjoyed it. So that's why Dale and everyone there calls it Prince Cheese. Caps prove otherwise, exactly. For those who don't know who Dale is, Dale, White Tornado 988. He is another streamer that we met playing Dead by Daylight, and we've been playing a lot of DBD with his group lately. It's been a wonderful time. Usually I'll get called in during work and being like, yo, we need help. And I'll be like, listen, dude. I am currently at work. Just chill right there. Caspar, you just chill, man. Also, can we get a shout out for Neko as well, since Neko streams? It's been a while, and Neko definitely deserves a shout out.
In the name of justice.
She's being biased.
Nice. Hey.
Oh shit! You have Nosferatu.
Keep our guard up.
I didn't really want you to have that, but that's okay. I lurk all the time. You do. I don't take that. I appreciate the lurk though. I mean, I also lurk a lot. With 270k channel points. I'm sorry that most of them are worthless because I'm not good with point command.
Proceed carefully.
Cindy, are you okay?
Thanks. Let's make this quick.
Oh no. Percent 21. If I hide in here, lowers to 2.
I've got you.
Do your 0% damages, bully.
In the name of justice.
Let's go, 0% crits. Honestly, Marianne, I might actually need you to heal Ash.
Thank you.
Let's be prudent.
Blaine, are you going to die? If you get hit by this, you're going to die. Nice. Good dodge. Good dodge, everybody. Also, like how I said I was going to do a lot of supports today, and guess what? We haven't done a single support yet, because Paralogues take a while. We'll get to the supports later.
Only...
Felix with a bow.
Pointless.
Damn. Nice bow. Alright. I'm sure everyone will live. Sorry, I'm gonna need to rewind time real quick.
At your
You're
service.
supposed to fight with a sword, miss.
I'll do...
Let's, nope, 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 wait, nope, nope, nope. Yeah, fuck it, we'll go this way. Caspar, you just chill there, dude, like...
You will regret this.
Look at all these 0-hit crits. It's going so lovely.
Not so fast.
This is great.
Too easy.
I thought you were about to fight the monster, sir. I got very confused. Yes. There we go. Poison breath. Poison breath is not too bad. Oh, that did some damage. That actually fucked up Plane.
I'm looking sharp.
monsters are feisty. Flame might
I'll do my
die.
best. Ever so grateful.
Oh shit, Flame might die.
What's my strategy?
I will prevail.
I don't know what the strategy is right now.
My heart burns with pride.
Feel it?
I'm glad that you guys are doing great. Silver Sword.
Let's make this quick.
I don't have time for that.
These 0 damage crits are amazing. I love them so much. All it is
I'd be
leveling
honored.
up things that don't entirely matter. Well, I mean, it does. I'm trying to level up everyone's weapon skills.
I can't lose.
Sir, you hit a 21 on a 42% chance? That's rude. I know it's still a chance, but it's still rude. So, you're more in danger.
Much appreciated.
I'm surprised that my character doesn't know Psychic. How do you not know Psychic? Alright, this fight over here looks kinda horrible, if I'm being real. You can kill this guy.
I'm fucked. I had to protect my friends.
I don't know. Okay, here's the question. Do you live? You might live. Might's a very strong
Onward.
word. We can kill this guy. I think we can kill this guy. I think 18% to 35. That's gonna damage
I'll cut
Felix.
Pointless.
Be careful.
Yes. Bernie might die. Bernie might die. Are you in the blast zone? No. He will die. Shit.
Be careful.
If I attack from here. What if I just end my turn?
I've got you.
I might have to replay. I might have to redo this turn. I might have to like fall back. It's possible. Okay, that's fine. Flame might die.
No use.
I think everyone lives. I think everyone lives. Holy shit, everyone lived. Okay.
I'll do my best.
Heal.
Why, thank you.
Okay.
Onward.
Flame. So Flame doesn't get the kill here, but that's fine. 14. 15 there.
Be careful.
I will kill you so that way you don't kill
All right.
Bernie.
Next.
I'm gonna haunt you if I die.
I'm gonna haunt you if I die. It's good.
Still here.
Good thing. You'll be fine.
At your service.
Can you stab this dude? Stab this dude in the dog. Wow, Leone coming in with a
tragic end.
save. Nice. 12%'s not bad.
I will prevail.
You just killed this guy. That's not that
I
bad.
fight for justice's name.
Nice. 0 leveled up. Alright.
What's my strategy?
You guys are having a lovely time fighting this man with like nothing.
I'd be
I
honored.
give my team an A for effort, but this is not working out well at all. Who knew that armor was so strong. Chat, did you guys know that armor is actually very, very strong? Crazy.
Let's make this quick.
This all depends on something. Wait to get a hit. Yes, you can. I said, yeah, I think we should just go back. Alright, Caspar is just chilling. You're leveling up your fisticuffs. He's at C+, so he's not doing too bad.
Give me strength.
Let's go, Mercedes with the crit. The 1, the 2, and the 3.
I'll do.
Congratulations, you know how to use a sword.
Too easy.
Damn, Felix is doing good with the bow. Is that what armor is made for? Sure. It's not wrong. It's something that made him be able to move further than normal.
Let's
He's a
be
beast.
prudent.
And now he's
I'll
dead.
do my best.
I'm still upset that Dedue is dead right now. It still depresses me. I miss the Dedue man. I want him back. See you later. Nice. I will save the Dedue boy.
At your service.
I really can't. I mean, he's already dead. But I will still rescue. I will pull his spirit back from fucking wherever the hell he
protect my
is.
friends.
Welcome back. Yeah, we'll go up here. Caspar is still good.
I will prevail.
You know, you could just go here. I
What's my
guess.
strategy? That helps.
What's your strategy? Just healing everybody.
I'd be honored.
Just keep punching this dude. He'll go down at some point.
I've got you.
His defenses will weaken at some point, I'm sure of it.
Make this quick.
Man, that hit hurts. You're mean.
I do this for all of us.
Can I kill this guy right now? I don't know if I do or not.
Let's be prudent.
Let's just move over here. I think everything's good. Meanwhile, Ash is still taking damage.
In the name of justice.
I'm so proud that this man is happy with justice. You thought you could win. You were sorely mistaken. Well, this is looking a little bad now, isn't it? Poison breath. Poison breath shouldn't kill? Yeah, no, it doesn't. You collect this.
I'll do my
You
best.
need to save a life. Did you know that you could be the Frey in this game? How to save
Is this
a
my
life?
last stand?
No, because you actually lived through all this. Yeah, he doesn't take any damage, so.
Be careful.
16. I think we kill this. Yeah.
At your service.
Yeah. There we go. Mercedes coming in with a kill. Alright, so is it just those two left and then the Fortress Knight? It is.
What's my strategy?
So actually,
Much
you know the
appreciated.
best thing to do?
I'd be honored.
Best
I
thing to
will
do right
prevail.
now is actually just to grab everything and heal. Meanwhile, Caspar is just chilling there.
I can't lose.
The problem is Caspar might die. No, we're good. Alright, we need
Make
to
a difference.
heal everybody. Okay. So
I'm
we need to
gonna
get
haunt
everyone
you
to
if I die.
yeah.
So helpful.
Heal. Just Kill this guy. Vantage. Motherfucker got vantage. Rude.
Put me in there.
Caspar, I'm just gonna have you run over here.
Guess I've got you. I'll
Nice.
get through this.
All right.
You're really
Now we just
tough.
heal everybody. We just collect the remaining items, and then we also heal everybody. Is that purple thing the only last purple thing left? I think it is. Cool. We're just gonna heal.
Thank you.
School of sorcery. Amazing. Now we're just gonna. Fuck. Hold up. Hi, Petra. Oh, look, Caspar.
Enemy reinforcements are approaching. What should we do?
Let's take them out. Reinforcements just means we get to fight even more.
Cool.
I've got you.
Meanwhile, more 0% crits. Good old Ash doing Ash things. Alright.
I'll do my best.
Realistically, it's just gonna... Marianne's just gonna heal
thanks.
everybody. Petra's got those guys.
Let's be prudent.
Heck, everyone's just gonna chill
Put
right
me in
there.
there.
I legitimately think that we just... I think Caspar is just gonna start killing people.
You're
Yeah.
all going down.
Caspar, I think, is just gonna annihilate everybody.
I will prevail.
And Petra.
Witness
Petra's got
Bridget
this too.
Pride.
Bridget Pride.
What's my strategy?
Just keep healing Ash.
Much appreciated.
Honestly.
I'd be honored.
Somehow that went down. Let's go, Ash. He's trying his best. I mean, once I run out of heals to use, like, then we'll kill that dude. But that's fine. 82% and you missed. I know that there was an 18% chance of a miss, but like, come on, my dude. Come on. Alright. Are you guys ever going to be full healed? Alright. Mercedes, I'm gonna have
At your
you
service.
start. Oh shit! Mercedes can heal people. Mercedes are not gonna heal people because there's other things that you could be doing actually. Alright, stab this dude, please.
I fight for justice's name. My
Nice. Oh, Petra's maxed. Petra, you have Cyril. Petra's no longer useful in this fight. Ooh. That's interesting.
You're too kind.
Let's make
Alright,
this
we're gonna
quick.
set the away. Petra's no longer useful. Because since her class is maxed out, there's no reason to do anything. You still are looking here. Yes. Alright, that guy's finally gonna die here in a moment.
Might makes right.
Archers. Yes. Caspar is finally doing something in this fight. Listen, he's been waiting to fight the Death Knight this entire time, okay? Just let the man be. We'll use Baloney. We'll kill with Baloney.
It won't be in vain. I'm getting the head.
I don't care what anyone says. That's baloney. That's baloney, and you cannot tell me otherwise. Alright. You can move up here.
I'm not going down. Yeah! Big win. Let's put.
Even if it does hit, it's actually fine. We'll just keep healing.
I needed that.
Just to use up all of our healing stuff. Never mind, Marianne's maxed. There's now no reason to heal. With her at least. Ow. That was rude. I mean, I guess I can still level her up, but...
So helpful.
Alright. Let's take you on. I don't think we beat this guy yet. Do we? No. Oh, but Caspar does. Petra, grab the final item before everything else happens. Are we good? Do I need to do anything else? No? Cool. Fuck up this guy.
You're all going down.
Alright. That's everything. You left.
We did it. Are you all right, Mercedes?
I am, thanks to you. But still...
There's something you wanted to ask him, right? Come on, he ran off into the forest.
Thank you, Caspar.
We got the church soldiers and Burgley's war group. Are we gonna talk to the Death Knight buddy and be like, hey, you wanna be friends? You wanna make friendship bracelets?
Thank you so much.
You want touch toes?
How many years has it been since we last spoke? I'm so sorry. I should have come for you sooner. I'm sure it wasn't pleasant living in House Bartels.
Bartles.
I'm not sure I follow. Do you know this guy, Mercedes?
My younger brother, Emile. Is it really you?
I'm sorry, what? Your brother is the Death Knight? But you two look nothing alike.
I mean, he's wearing a mask.
Mercedes, leave the monastery.
Hold on just a minute. Is that all you've got to say for yourself?
This doesn't concern you.
That's not true. You're her brother, right? But you've got nothing nice to say to her after all this time?
You will die.
Even if I die, I've made my choice. Please, Emile, fight on our side instead.
I cannot. My soul has long departed. And yet... Here. Take this and go.
But I want Death Knight bro on our team. Is that a relic?
Is this a hero's relic? You and I must share the same crest.
When next we meet, I will kill you without hesitation.
You won't kill me. I have this now.
Do not die until I can kill you.
Emile!
That was sweet.
I can't believe he's gone
I think.
again.
I can't tell whether or not he actually cares that you're his sister.
Listen, he's a Death Knight. He's been through some shit.
Somewhere, hiding underneath that helmet, there's a very sweet boy.
Is that a joke? Would a sweet boy threaten to kill someone? I don't get you, Mercedes.
Living at House Bartels changed him. But that's beside the point. Thank you, Caspar. I couldn't have confronted him without you.
Don't worry about it. I may not understand you half the time, but we're still pals.
I don't understand. You're
Come
weird.
on, then, pal. Let's get back to everyone else.
Sounds good. Raphael gem. That's so weird. I don't understand you. You're kind of weird, but at least we're friends. That's like how all my friends are to me. They're like, Kit, you're stupid and weird. And I'm like, yeah. 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 We're, yeah. I don't know. Anyway. Boop-a-doo-boop-a-doo. Instruct manually. Alright. Now time to ruin everyone's hopes and dreams. Chat, who's ready for hopes and dreams to be destroyed? Hopes and dreams getting destroyed. Da-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Hello! I hear that you want to learn how to use a spear. I know it makes no sense because you're a priest. But congratulations, you're about to learn how to use a spear.
This is...
Let's go. Now let's see what everyone else is at. Annette. Well, hold on. We gotta find people who are just at level E of something. You're level E of flying. Sir, I'm gonna need you to learn how to fly. I need you to get your pilot's license. Fuck you. Alright. Hello, sir. I'm gonna need you to learn how to fly.
Nick! I'll get it. Thanks.
He did it.
I think I...
Now I'm gonna need you to learn how to use a bow.
Thanks for your help.
Nice. Dorothea. Yo, I need you to learn how to stab people with a spear.
I got it.
Stab everybody. I believe in you that you can stab all of the people you wanted to stab.
Everything went
Petra's good. I want you to learn how to fly. I don't think it's ever good for Raphael to learn how to fly. Dude's gigantic, and he might actually crush the Pegasus that he is riding. But that's okay. We live and learn. I've got plus. Congratulations, you're gonna learn how to fly too.
I'll keep trying.
One more. Yeah, we'll do Lysithia. You now know how to use them.
It was quite
Nice, and now you know how to use heavy armor. I guess we'll just keep going with this. Cool. Alright, group tasks. Who needs to learn how to ride a horse? Needs to learn to ride a horse. Catherine? We'll do Catherine and Ash. Why not? Alright, time to change everyone's goals. You need to learn the ways of the lance and flying. Ash needs riding and flying. Sylvain will be brawl and reason. Mercedes, that's fine. Annette, stick with axe, but also heavy armor. Level 14, nice. Ingrid's fine there. Ferdinand will go bow plus flying. Linhart, fisting things and flying. Caspar will be bow plus flying. Yep. You will be lance plus fists. Here's the thing, once I know like one of the classes, whether it's riding or heavy armor or anything, it makes it so much easier to level. You will be brawl and reason. Raph. I think Raph is still gonna be sword and bow. Ignatz. Instead of fist, I'm gonna have you fly. Lysithia is spear and heavy armor. That is correct. Marianne still needs heavy armor. We'll do fist. Heavy armor. Yeah. Kid Cat's one of my nicknames. Fist and horse. Leonie, fist and reason. We'll do fist and reason. I meant fist and faith. Fist. Sedith. Heavy armor plus reason. Bow plus heavy armor. Hanneman is going to be lance plus heavy armor. Abba. never heard that before, and I don't know if that's a reference to anything, but sure. I don't really care whatever nicknames I have. Usually just anything that has kit in it usually works for people. Oh shit, your faith needs to stay, but I want to level up your brawl. Luis, bow, and flying. I think I'll keep that. Fist and heavy armor, it looks like. So much changing. I love this. I've never played Path of Exile, so that reference is going to be lost on me. Reason and heavy armor, that's fine. Anna. Poor Anna. I wish I could use her more. There's no reason to ever level up authority, because authority is with something else. So let's Balthus. Congratulations, you're gonna ride and fly a horse. This is fine. Happy. That is fine. All right, cool. That should be everything. Begin our training.
Chatterbox.
Want to become a Valkyrie? No. I have other plans for you. It's support conversation time. It's time to visit Alois. It's been a while, Alois. Why are you sad?
Ah, there you are. Hello.
You don't look cheery.
No, yes. Apologies. I'm struggling with some unpleasant thoughts. Since the war began, I've ended so many lives.
That's kind of what war does.
You and your students got your hands dirty as well.
That's what war does.
Nobody forced you all to join the fight, of course. You did so of your own volition.
Oddly, that's what war does.
Still, there must be something very wrong with the world for it to make children into killers.
That's what war does? I'm not a child.
That's true enough. We've all gotten older.
That's what war does.
Ah, listen to me. I'm sorry for being so glum.
That's what war does. That's not what war does. That's not what war does at all.
Well said. In truth, I don't think any expression will improve my looks. I'm a brute, no matter what face I pull.
Why are we flirting with Alois?
Ah, you really are just like Geralt. When I was down in the dumps, he'd cheer me up with a playful quip. He gave me his library of jokes, but when I tell one of them, nobody laughs at the punchline. They laugh at me.
Damn. I wonder why.
You, on the other hand, you inherited the old man's comic talents.
I know I'm
feeling
funny.
Pretty perky now, all thanks to you. I can't stop this war by feeling gloomy about it.
That's true. You can stop this war by killing more people. Wait, what? Sorry.
Onward to a brighter future.
I'm helping someone out too. Here, here.
To tell you the truth, that was another line I picked up from Geralt.
Jer.
He taught me everything about life. He was more important to me than anyone in the world.
You two should have kissed.
Apart from you, perhaps.
You're making me blush.
Come on, no need to blush. It's the truth. When I look at you or see you fighting in battle, it's like I'm seeing a sibling. But at the same time, it's like seeing something sacred and powerful. Something I must defend. You're so important to the future of Fodlan, and to me. I promise to continue protecting you with the strength of a knight and the love of a big brother.
Can't I S-rank you? I don't think that's... You're more like a dad than a brother.
I guess that makes sense when you consider the age difference between us and my closeness to Geralt. Regardless,
In the name of the captain, I swear to keep you safe. You're welcome to return the favor, should you feel so inclined.
I got you, bruh. I got you. Probably. I don't know what that means. Oh shit! It's Shammers. Shammer.
It's been 10 years. Can I move on yet?
10 years. It's been. I don't remember the fucking song.
Never mind. I know what you'd say.
What you doing?
I was just thinking about someone I used to know.
Oh, that song by Gautier? Makes sense.
Another mercenary I fought alongside. They were killed 10 years ago when Dagda was in conflict with the Empire. It's all I can focus on lately.
Why do you think that is?
To be honest, I blame you.
What?
I'm just teasing. I know it's not your fault. You just remind me of him. You give off a similar air. It's uncanny. You even have the same inflection, which makes no sense because we only ever spoke Dagdan. I don't know what it is, but you feel the same to me.
Were you lovers?
I guess you just remind me of the past.
I'm sorry. I'm just so
Please,
beautiful.
It's not your fault. It's my fault for getting caught up in memories. Still, you always remember your first love, right?
Aw, shit.
That's enough of that. There are more relevant topics to discuss.
What will you do after the war?
Good question. The world is completely open to me. Your next move seems apparent. But who knows where I'll end up? I left Dagda, crossed through Bridget, and came all the way to Fodlan on my own. I think I'll be just fine navigating this world, wherever I decide to go.
Aww. We'll date when I'm male. That's a weird sentence, but in the context of the game, it's true. It's somebody's birthday, and whose birthday is it? It's Felix's birthday! Felix. That's not Ferlix, it's Felix. We're hanging out with the boy. We're hanging out with the boy. I hear you like pine needles.
Oh, that aroma. My favorite tea.
Is the boy!
I thank you.
I wish I was as fit as Felix. Look at this dude.
This tastes good.
Got some good hair too. I fucked up. Well, I just don't know how to style hair. Strong battalion.
What?
Comrades.
What?
Mighty weapons. I didn't even have to move.
I'm always thinking about wars, but this room feels so peaceful.
It's because I'm here and I'm beautiful. Love me. Come in.
Yes.
Hi. I'm gonna stare at you now.
Yeah, you're staring at me.
Yes, I know.
I dislike making eye contact when I'm talking, even when I'm talking to you.
But stare at me.
Hot, yes. Impressive. What?
Hello.
Join me for training later. I want to try something.
You want to train with me?
Hot.
In. No
Thanks
more
for
tea
your
party for you.
I hope you'll invite me again sometime.
Probably. Still got to figure out if I'm dating you or not. I have to choose between Sylvain and this man.
We got this. Easy.
You can count on me.
He's a horse.
We've completed our assignment.
The horse goes bah. I know how horses sound. Very obvious. Look at all these skill ups. Oh, we're crushing it. Look at this. Things are going great. Hilda's doing good. Sadith. Manuela. Yo, Gilbert can now use all magic. Everyone's good with magic. Cyril is eating cereal. Who would have guessed?
I'm just not. I'm really getting it.
All that work was how best to use this.
Can I use this off?
I think I'm improving.
I'd never have learned this one step before the next step.
This is working out.
I didn't even know I...
Always something new to learn.
Looks like I'm getting it. I'm finding my focus.
Feeling pretty good at.
I've come too far to stop.
This'll come in handy.
Yeah, everyone's so happy. Ferdinand? Crazy.
What an interesting way of looking at life. Ah, it is you. Just at the right time.
You're working late. What's going on?
Is it nighttime already? I must have gotten carried away. There is something I wanted to discuss. Something about you.
About me?
I'm starting to believe that you are a true hero. You hold the lost crest, you wield the sword of the creator, and you lead everyone in battle against great enemies. Not only that, but you are a strategist. You stand alongside rulers, supporting them, advising them. You do not seem particularly ambitious, and yet you accomplish so much.
It's because I'm amazing. That's high praise from the
I am
man
not
with the fancy
exaggerating.
hair.
Everything I said is true. I have been reading about the history of Fargus, you know. The kingdom's founder, Lug, the king of lions, had 2 advisors.
Was it the king of red lions?
One of them was Pan, the undesiring strategist. According to historical records, Pan wanted nothing for himself. He devoted himself entirely to Lug.
Pan and Lug.
He
What
had
names?
tremendous power,
Lug.
but he never seemed concerned about his legacy. So in the old chronicles, there is hardly any mention of Pan's deeds. All that we know is that he helped Lug, his friend and leader.
To think somebody could be so virtuous.
It is not surprising that you have never heard of him. I did not even know his name until recently. But when I watch how you conduct yourself, I feel that I am seeing the unknown deeds of Pan. It is only a thought, of course, but it makes me feel rather happy. Even if it is not in the pages of a history book, a life can be full of achievement. I know that I will never prevail over Edelgard. Even if I defeat her on the battlefield, I am what I am, like you and this undesiring strategist. I will do what I am called to do, even if no mark of me remains in the history books.
Do your best, Ferdy boy. Do your best. Congratulations, you have maxed out motivation. Alright, well, now it's time, it's 2 hours later, but it's time for meat and fucking another seminar? Really? I think we do battles, but who's ready for the meat and potatoes? Excuse me. Who's ready for all of the meats and all of the potatoes? I didn't even change the docket. Fine. It's time for support conversation mania. In other words, we're gonna see. All right, Volika, are you maxed out with supports right now? The short answer is yes. I have to wait for Gilbert. And Dimitri. Dimitri kind of became edgelord status. So I'm going to say that Volika is good. Dimitri is a no-go. All right. Dimitri, we cannot talk to anybody because dude's hella espresso depresso. Felix is good. Ash. We just got Gilbert, but Ash is good. Let's do it.
Something the matter? Your heart does not seem to be in your training today.
I'm sorry. Something's been bothering me.
Idle thoughts do hinder training. Tell me what bothers you.
If anyone thinks we're going to be doing anything else this stream, no, we are literally doing just supports. So let's listen to everyone talk to each other. It's great.
You were sworn to protect the royal family. But when we met 5 years ago, you weren't in the kingdom capital. You were in Garreg Mach.
That'd be correct.
What could have made a great knight like you abandon his vow?
Because his name is Gustav and we don't know anything about it.
That is difficult to explain. You are aware of the tragedy of Dusker? when the king's party was massacred 9 years ago.
Yeah, that's where the do I think is from.
It affected me too. My brother was suspected of being involved in the attack. And so the church,
They executed them.
Forgive me.
Executor.
It must be a difficult memory.
Eggs.
Why are you apologizing? It's not your fault.
I disagree. Had I been by His Majesty's side on that day where I was sworn to be, perhaps His Majesty would not have lost his life, and all would be different.
Damn.
Is that why you left Fargus?
Yes. You may laugh, but I feel I was responsible for everything.
Nope. Never seen those 3 letters in that combination in my life.
I would never laugh at something like that. But I do think you should have seen things through to the end. Even if you had to endure dishonor for a while, you could have restored your name.
Restore.
I'm sorry.
Ash, you're such a good boy.
That wasn't considerate of me. I got carried away by how much your situation resembles my own.
You were adopted by Lord Lonato, correct?
Yeah, and he's dead.
I once told
Super
you that
dead.
I wish to protect one thing other than my king, and that is my family. My wife and my daughter, both of whom I left behind in the kingdom. Lord Lonato took up his sword for his son, even if that meant turning his back on the goddess. As a father, I cannot condemn Lord Lonato for raising an army. Yet, perhaps he too lost sight of what should be protected, just as I did.
I don't understand what you mean. What should Lonato have protected?
You, Ash, because you are also his son.
Oh.
You're right.
And then Ash, you showed up with Catherine and just slit his throat. It was crazy.
I think I know what I need to protect now. It's been staring me in the face all this time. I don't know why I couldn't see it.
You might need glasses.
I'm Lonato's son. His pride and his wishes are my inheritance. Those are what I should protect.
I see. Ash, you will be an excellent knight.
It's too early to say that, but I'm willing to learn if you'll teach me.
It would be my pleasure to oversee the training of a new generation.
Aww. Aww. How adorable. Congratulations, Ash. Ash is maxed out. Sylvain's maxed out, and so is the Mercedes girl. Moving on to Annette. Annette and the Caspers. The friendly ghost.
Hey, Caspar. Can I ask you something?
Well, hey there, Annette. What's on your mind?
Is there anything you pay particular attention to on the battlefield? Stuff you make sure not to mess up?
I mess up everything.
I don't want to make any major mistakes again. So I've been thinking about how I can improve. But it's trickier than I thought. I was hoping you could give me some direction.
Nothing I can think of.
That way.
Sometimes you just gotta mess up.
Hmm? Really? Nothing at all?
Nah, no matter how much you prepare, you're always gonna make mistakes.
Very true.
All you can do is quit
very
worrying
true.
and try your best.
I guess that does sound like something you'd say. But I'm not sure how much use it is to me.
You gotta make mistakes in order to learn. That's how we get through life. That's how we get through love and all that stuff. You make mistakes once and then you learn from it and hopefully you never do it again. Unless your name is Katathi, where if you make mistakes, you never learn.
That's too bad. It's a great way to live. You worry about messing up, and all that worry makes you nervous, right?
This is a true statement. The other day, I actually got to make 2 drinks at work, but the people who were watching me were like people who were important. If it was anyone else, I would have felt confident. Based on the fact that there was a manager and a trainer watching me, I was fucking nervous as shit and scared to mess up, that I just subconsciously was like asking questions because my brain was like, I don't want to mess up in front of them, but if I ask questions, I might be safe. What do I do? What do I do? And I knew all the ingredients. I just didn't remember the amounts.
So being nervous on the battlefield is the reason you make mistakes you'd never make in training.
Well, yes. People's lives are on the line. If I mess up, they might actually die.
Very different than bartending.
When I think that my failures might put everyone in danger, I...
Sit down and cry.
Ugh, you gotta quit doubting yourself. It's not helping. You're obsessing about failures that haven't even happened. What's the point in that?
That's fair.
Sometimes you're gonna mess up no matter how hard you train. That's life.
So what you're saying is, I should stop being afraid of failure and just try my hardest on the battlefield.
Stop
like
being
I do in training.
Stop being afraid of failure. People might die, but that's okay.
Was I not clear on
probably.
that? You just gotta deal with your mistakes when you make them.
That really is just like you, Caspar. I'm starting to feel stupid for worrying so much. You're so strong and confident. I really like that about you.
Aw, thanks, Annette. I think you're great too.
Okay, I'm gonna try following your example from now on. It's time I stopped moping around here and put everything I've got into training. Right, Caspar?
That's the spirit. Let's get out there and train. I'll race you to the stables.
Yeah!
I wish his name was Casper. He could have been a friendly ghost. I would have been happy. Ooh, no Hannah. So interesting. Okay.
What's wrong, Father? I didn't expect you to summon me.
I carved this on a whim. I wish for you to take it, Annette.
A wooden doll. You used to make these for me when I was a child.
Aww.
I still do it, when the mood strikes.
It's so cute. It's... Wait. No. What do you want from me?
I want nothing. I was carving and I thought of you. I remembered how happy you would be as a child when I handed one of these dolls to you.
I was back then, but I'm not a child anymore.
Miss, in Ash's support, you still have the doll.
It's too late for this now, Father. It doesn't make me happy anymore.
Annette.
I was so lonely after you left. I was always alone. I didn't know where you were or who to turn to for comfort. All I could do was look at the dolls you carved for me and remember you, and weep.
If you don't need it, you can throw it away. It is all the same in the end. I am sorry, Annette. I should have given more thought to my actions.
Father, wait! No, this won't do it all. It would be better to throw this doll away.
But can you bring yourself to?
You are too cruel, Father. Of course I could never throw it away.
I'm so intrigued by this support. I want to know what's going on between them. Oh shit, Ingrid and Setith boy? The Setith boy? Also Ignatz? Our painting boy? Oh, she's still wearing the maid outfit.
Always diligently working on your craft.
Forgot about that.
Ah, Ingrid! How long were you standing there?
Only just now. Oh, is that the new painting you were mentioning? You sounded especially inspired about this one. May I see?
No. I mean, the painting's not ready yet. I don't want anyone to see it before it's finished.
But we had spoken about how much your perspective can broaden when you let other people in on your work. Had a change of heart?
It's not that. This one is embarrassing is all.
Aww.
Come on. You know you don't need to feel embarrassed around me. Please, show me.
You don't need to feel embarrassed. I'm wearing a maid outfit because my other outfit doesn't look good.
All right. Just for a second.
This one is even more beautiful than the last. A knight in shimmering armor fighting in all her glory. That lance looks a lot like mine. And the armor. And the horse. Ignatz? Is that?
Yes. It's you.
The woman in this image. She's so powerful and regal. I'm in awe. So elegant and refined, but with such a soft air, despite the armor and weaponry.
That's how I see you. You remind me of Saint Saros. Brave and vibrant and powerful, yet kind and gentle. Sorry, was that too much? That was too much.
Thank you, Ignatz. I'm deeply touched. And also embarrassed.
I'm feeling a little embarrassed myself.
Truly, I'm so moved. I guess now I really need to live up to all your painting encompasses. Please show it to me once it's finished.
I will. I promise. Though I don't think I'll show it to anyone else.
That's fair. That's fair. Yes, cute. They're so cute together. I'm Mr. J. Sedith. What up,
Ingrid,
Drago boy?
Are you familiar with the story of the King of Liberation and the 10 elites of Fodlan?
Of course. They were the heroes who struck down evil with the power of the sacred weapons, protecting our land and people.
Yep.
Their strength was passed down through the ages, manifesting itself in the crest some of us are born with.
Some is the key
Yes,
word.
the 10 elites certainly possessed great power. But does that make them worthy of worship?
Oh.
I imagine you ask because they later fought amongst themselves, turning on one another, ravaging the land.
Precisely. Initially, Nemesis and the 10 elites worked together to bring peace to Fodlan.
Okay.
But soon their ambitions got the best of them, and they clashed, using their sacred weapons on anyone they chose, strong and weak alike. What I mean to say is, possessing strength alone does not make one worthy of respect.
True.
Rather, one should be judged by how they choose to use that strength.
Yes, I agree.
If you follow that logic, then you will see it also applies to those who are born with crests. Now think of how your father wishes to wed you to another family's fortune on the basis of your crest.
Yes?
Okay.
What of it?
These are purely inherited qualities. Is it not foolish to judge a person's value by some inherited fortune? That is all a crest is, really.
Also true.
That's what I think too. Having a crest or not has no bearing on your worth as a person.
And Sylvain would also agree, but Sylvain also has the short end of the stick too.
I understand that Count Galatea believes he has the right to manage your affairs. I am certain he has his own share of problems. And I do not wish to meddle or lay blame, but if there is anything I should like to say to his daughter, it is this. How you live your life is up to you.
Thank you for your counsel and wisdom, Sedith. I've been thinking a lot lately about what might happen after the war. I will take some time to reflect on what lies ahead. My future.
Y'all will date later, probably. I don't know. But I'll figure it out. Alright, Ferdinand. Ferdinand's actually maxed. Look at that! The Ferdy boy is maxed. That's kind of depressing because we're never going to hear his voice again. Linhardt is also maxed. Wow. Some characters I'm not going to really need to play.
Linhardt, please accept my apology. You are not deserving of this punishment.
What did Linhardt do?
I am the one who suggested it would be great firewood. I suppose it's only fair I get punished too.
Oh, that's true.
How was I supposed to know the Archbishop's favorite chair was stashed away under a pile of trash?
I want to make a fire. Archbishop's favorite chair.
My apologies, Petra. My idea turned out to be worthless.
It was not worthless. It had great worth.
Super great worth.
You gave me great help so I could be smoking all of that meat. I give you all of my gratitude for that.
Well, at least you'll have no worries about provisions. I just realized they didn't actually tell us when the punishment will be over.
Damn. What's the
You can
punishment
be leaving
anyway?
If you are wanting to. I will not be telling anyone. This is my responsibility to take.
How are you so obedient and yet so passionate at the... Oh, look, Petra! The book you were searching for.
I don't remember this book.
Guide to Fodlan's wildlife. I have so much happiness. You are full of amazement.
Well, books are my field of expertise.
Book just suddenly
Still,
appears.
what a
Just
stroke
poof.
of luck.
Book.
Linhardt, can I be asking you something?
What's that?
You are no longer saying I am bothering you. Instead, you are helping me with my requests. What is the reasoning? Why am I not bothering you now?
Interesting observation. I wonder why that is. You always ask me so earnestly. You seem to throw your entire being into all that you do. I guess I rather like it, working as hard as you do. On occasion, that is.
You are liking the hard work?
Yeah,
Yes.
hard work.
You inspire me to be, well, something that is not normally me.
Get to step outside your comfort zone,
If
you
you
know?
are liking it, then I will keep working hard. With your wisdom, I can be working even harder than before. That means I will be needing your wisdom from now onward. With my strength and your wisdom, there is nothing we can't be doing.
I think you may be right. Your strength and my wisdom, that sounds like a wonderful combination.
Good old Sleepy Boy. Sleepy Boy doing good things. Linhardt and the Catherine girl. The murderer girl.
So, now you've held Thunderbrand. Learn anything? What's going on? You look like you're going to faint. Is that Thunderbrand's doing?
Nah, crest don't really matter
No,
in this
not
situation.
at all. My body is operating at its normal, healthy level of sleepiness.
It's like me!
No effect at all, honestly. Perhaps one exposure to the relic wasn't enough.
Don't tell me you want to get a hold of it again.
Of course not. There is a difference between taking a risk and being a fool. Interesting experiment, though. I used all my might, yet absolutely nothing happened. It seems if one's crest is not compatible, a relic simply will not work.
Yep, that's true, and the game even tells us this, and why Linhardt took 5 years to figure this out, who the fuck knows?
To feel that response, to better understand the bond, that is more than enough for me.
I see. What will you do now? I assume your relic research is complete.
Not at all. I have other clues to follow, experiments to perform. That said, I would be pleased if someone who could use their relic with all their might would join in my research.
What? You don't mean me, do you?
Now that you mention it, I suppose you would fit the bill.
Damn.
Sure seems that's what you were getting at. Fine. When the war's over, I'll help with your research.
Oh, you will?
I figure if I don't do it, he'll find some other poor soul to bother.
Damn.
It's like I'm keeping a high-maintenance cat. You're endlessly curious.
I am not being kept. The sentiment is welcome, but I am still not a cat.
You could be. We could dress Linhardt up as a cat. Somebody do it. Somebody could do it. I believe in them. Alright. Look at all these supports we get to do. Who's ready for support mania? Caspar. Caspar actually has a lot to do. Oh, this is bad. I did not realize how far behind Caspar was. Catherine, Caspar, and Shammers. Alright. Once again, we're just going through all of these, so it's story mania.
Come on,
here.
Bernadetta, open up. Why are you so mad at me? I have no clue what this is about, but I'm sorry.
You have no clue? Don't you remember what you did to me?
Was this 5 years ago?
No. I didn't do anything.
Yes, you did. You did all kinds of things. But the worst thing was carrying me off. Twice. I thought I might die.
What are you even talking about?
Don't act like you never took me to that place.
What place? Why won't you? Oh, the place with the pretty view. Why are you mad about that?
Because Bernie, don't question it.
Because you hold me around like a piece of luggage.
Again, why are you mad about that?
Don't act all surprised. How would you feel to be yanked around like that?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I was just excited to show it to you. Maybe I went a little overboard.
Aww.
I'm real sorry about that.
You are? Well, I hope you understand now.
I definitely do. And I feel awful about it. What can I do to make it up to you? Anything you want. I want to show you how seriously sorry I am.
Caspar's really grown. What a good boyo.
I'd like you to, bring me to that place again. But promise me 2 things first.
Anything.
No carrying, no pulling around. Treat me gently.
Sure, of course. No problem. But that was 3 things, not 2.
That was 1 thing. Be gentle, okay?
Yeah, oh, okay. Sorry. What's the other thing?
Good, all right.
I want you to promise not to take anyone else there. Only me.
All right, I can promise that. Seems a little strange, though.
Caspar.
Why do you care?
Caspar.
If you really want to apologize, hurry up and take me there.
Right, on it. Here we
Caspar's
are.
dumb.
Look at that gorgeous sunset.
This is it. The same view. After all that time inside, the sun feels like it's piercing right through me.
This little bit of sunshine? You really gotta get outside more. From now on, I'm gonna take you to all sorts of different places. I promise I'll be gentle, and I promise I won't take anyone else. Just you and me, alright?
What? But... okay. But if you get sick of me, I'm sorry ahead of time.
What? Good one, Bernadetta.
Caspar's dumb. He's like me. He doesn't know when things are going on. And this is why we like Caspar.
Hey, Caspar, care to join me for tea?
Still not the biggest fan of Dorothy,
Again?
though, weirdly
Well,
enough.
let's make it quick. I gotta get some training in eventually.
More training? Don't you get tired of it?
No, I don't get tired of working toward my goals, unlike you.
Damn.
Me? What do you mean?
Your quest for the perfect husband. I haven't seen you wasting time with any dull-looking guys lately.
Oh. Oh. Shots fired.
Oh, that. Maybe I just found something worth staying in for.
Ferdinand is the answer to that
You
question.
mean in the monastery? This place is a dump compared to what it was 5 years ago.
That's not what I'm talking about. Honestly, Caspar, you don't understand women at all.
Well, excuse me. Maybe I'm just another dull guy.
Nah, you got cool hair.
That must be why you don't pick up on how I feel.
What?
When I'm around you, I feel like, well, like I can always be myself. I don't need to act differently or flirt or lie. I can just be me.
Damn.
I always said you were little brother material, but when we're alone like this, the idea of marriage...
Nope. Hold it right there. I'm gonna need a minute. I was not ready for this.
Caspar, settle. You might be getting the wrong idea.
Nah, in a timeline, you guys will marry.
I was
it's fine.
only saying, when I'm with
This game
you
worth?
like
I
this,
would say so.
I can forget
What up,
all
Shinobi?
about marriage and
How's it
just
going?
be friends.
Huh? Right. Of course.
Though I suppose relationships like that can also lead to marriage.
Are you just pulling on this
Now I
guy's
know you're messing
strings?
with me.
Exactly, messing
I'm not
with
trying
him.
to tease. I was just thinking out loud. If neither of us ever find our special someone, it might not be so bad to settle down and spend the rest of our lives together. What do you think?
I haven't really thought about that.
Caspar lives in the present, not the future.
I'm not really the romance type. Spending the rest of my life with you doesn't sound so bad, though. But why are we even talking about this? There's no way you won't find someone great.
Stranger things have happened.
That's a good series.
Either way, no point in worrying about it now. I'm plenty happy with our current situation. Let's just focus on staying good friends.
Good idea. Here's to us.
Aw. Yeah, no, if you like strategy games and tactical RPGs, this game will be right up your alley. It is pretty long, so just keep that in mind. It is a pretty long game, but I've been having fun with it, even though I get sidetracked very, very easily in this game. Petra. Also support conversations.
Hey,
There's a lot
Petra.
of them.
How's training going?
Caspar, why are you
It
sad?
is going well. I am not having any troubles right now.
Good, good. At least things haven't gotten worse, right?
I don't remember what happened in their support, but whatever.
So, did you hear what happened the other day? The professor really...
Caspar,
Oh, whoa, okay, there's no need for that.
you are the son of my father's killer. That means I must be killing you and taking revenge.
Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That happened, didn't it? Yikes.
What? I thought you said it wasn't a big deal. We're not our parents and all that.
Your optimism is not making sense. It is not possible that you are not having hatred for me. My father was killed. By the Empire. By your father. And so I will be impaling you on this blade to be satisfying a deep wish of mine.
Well, rest in peace, Caspar.
A deep wish? What are you talking about?
I am talking about my wish. Of course, I am also having another wish. An even deeper wish. I wish for you and I to keep being friends. To keep fighting and surviving together. When you are speaking of your father, it is with a proud smile that injures my heart. But that is only a small thing. You also are working harder than anyone I am knowing. So, I can't bring myself to be killing you.
Yeah, there's a difference between son and father. Take it from a guy with purple, green, and pink hair who has a dad and a mom who vastly hate people with colored hair. They're different.
I see.
They might be related by blood, but that don't matter.
So you do hate me because of what happened, but you still want to be my friend? You haven't stabbed me yet, so you obviously want me to live more than you want me to die, I hope.
That must be the truth. More than all of it, I am not wishing to be losing you. It would give me great sadness.
Oh, okay, that's a relief. I don't want to lose you either, and I definitely don't want to fight you. To be honest, if things were the other way around...
Thank you for the look, Baracha. Hope you're doing well.
I'd be able to forgive you. I'd hate you. And I'd hate myself for feeling that way.
Sounds good, sounds good.
But you're not like that. You see me as your ally and your friend. You had the chance to kill me, but you used it to show me that you want me to live. You really are an incredible person, Petra. I want to be more like you. I want to prove that I'm a good friend. I promise, you won't regret letting me live.
You have my gratitude for your understanding. Hearing your words gives me great happiness. I was always feeling a barrier between our hearts. I am sure I was also the one putting it there. But from now onward, I will be sharing all of my heart with you. My grief and anger, joy and love, all of it.
I'd like that, Petra. From now on, we'll be more honest and open with each other.
Aw, they're so cute and adorable. Why is everyone in this game adorable? It's great. Hilda's!
Hey, Hilda, can I ask you something?
Hey, Caspar. Sure, go ahead.
Well, you know that thing you do where you flirt with guys and get them to do stuff for you?
It's called manipulation, and it works very, very, very well. I think it's from somebody who falls for it all the time.
Why don't you ever do that with me?
Oh, you want me to take advantage of you, eh? I'm happy to oblige. You're surprisingly sharp.
You know, Wait, surprisingly? What's that supposed to mean?
I didn't think there was much point in taking advantage of you. You're not one to do favors. So I just never bothered. It seems like less trouble to do things myself.
You really think I'm so heartless that I wouldn't be willing to help you out?
I don't think you're heartless. I just think you focus on one thing.
I'd be happy to help, depending on what it is you need.
That's not my style, though. I don't ask people to do favors for me. I prefer for them to notice what I want and offer to do it themselves. You're not attentive enough to notice. But you do notice that I'm working my charms on others. How bizarre.
I guess that makes sense. Sorry I've been so oblivious to your needs. But why can't you just ask?
Well, when I ask someone for help, it's awkward for them to say no. So they go along with it even if they don't want to.
Okay, that's pretty normal for a Hilda thing.
But when they offer to help, everyone feels better about themselves.
I don't think that's true, Hilda, because you ask people for
Sure,
help
but
all
if
the
your
time.
plan is to guilt someone into offering their help, isn't that the same or worse?
Oh, my dear Caspar. Guilt isn't why they offer. But that's neither here nor there. I don't want to feel like I'm constraining you. I like your carefree lifestyle.
I'm not sure I follow, but I like the way you live too. Not being tied down by anything or anyone sounds like a pretty easy life. I get that. If there's anything you really need help with, though, don't be afraid to ask me. Sometimes you can't afford to wait around for someone else to notice.
That's sweet, Caspar. Thanks. Well, since you're offering, why don't you come to my room? I thought of something you can do for me.
Your room? Are you redecorating? Or moving out?
You're really oblivious, huh? I don't know what to do with you, Caspar.
I don't follow.
I, could use some help carrying luggage.
Is that it? That's no problem at all.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to that. We're moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on before we say something.
Catherine, I wanted to tell you I've decided to do things my own way.
Caspar, you've always done that.
I'm happy for you, Caspar, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, you know, in life and death situations like we talked about.
5 years ago.
I spent a lot of time thinking, but it was tough to figure out. Then I realized I was wasting my time. I decided I should keep fighting the way that feels right to me.
I thought that might be your decision.
I've still got something important to ask you, though.
And
Something important, huh? Let's hear it.
Could you know, keep an eye on me?
So you don't make mistakes?
Why? I may have decided to do things my own way, but I'm sure I'll still mess up sometimes.
Everyone
does. I might
does.
be able to avoid any real damage if a Knight of Saros has my back.
I see. Then I refuse.
Damn.
Oh, great. Thanks so much. I knew you'd... What?
After deciding to take your own path, you ask someone else to watch over you? It's like you can't think for yourself.
Yeah, no, you really
Your
can't.
simple-mindedness
sometimes.
is kind of charming, but still.
I really thought you'd say yes. Now what am I supposed to do?
I don't know. I'm not your babysitter. You want someone to watch after you? Become the type of man people can't look away from.
Good way to put it. You still go on more support conversations, that makes sense. Caspar and the Shammers. Wow, Shamir is... Ugh,
Caspar, how have you been?
Oh, Shamir. I've been... normal. Yep, totally normal.
You sure?
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Everything's normal.
I don't think everything's normal.
Then you should try to act like it. If something is bothering you, say it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm disappointed, Caspar. I thought you were the type to always speak your mind.
He is.
All right, fine. You got me. Truth is that I heard something about you. I heard you fought in the battle between the Empire and Dagda.
Yeah.
Yes. And?
And I heard that you maybe lost someone important in that battle.
Perhaps. What's your point?
No point. Not trying to make a point. I just didn't know you were involved in all that. I was hoping we could be friends, but you fought against the Empire.
You do realize that we're fighting against the Empire right now, Caspar. You do legitimately know this, right?
You obviously have every reason to hate them, so I'm sure you don't want me around.
What does my past have to do with you?
My father was responsible for a lot of what happened to the Dagdans.
Caspar, it seems like your father is the main problem for a lot of people.
Are you responsible for your father's actions?
The answer to that question is no.
Well, no, but kinda. I know I wasn't there, but I gotta...
Bring them back.
Huh?
If you're responsible, then bring back the lives that were lost. If you can't, then spare me your pity.
But...
Yesterday's enemy is today's ally. You have to abandon old feuds. Only then can you face me as a friend.
She's smart. She's very, very smart. This is why we like her. Bernie! Oh no. You know what? Hold on, we're gonna skip ahead to Sedith. Because Sedith has a lot of people. Oh boy. I forgot that I am behind on Sedith events. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh no. Oh no. All right, Sedith, congratulations. Let's go. I'm gonna try to hopefully get through the ones that we can.
Excuse me.
Yes? What is it?
I'm really sorry about what I said. I shouldn't have called you scary. Even if, you are. I said it again. I'm sorry.
Bernie, you are smart.
It is nothing I haven't heard before. I am well aware of my austere nature, and I am accustomed to the commentary it brings. I do confess, however, that I was slightly hurt to see you flee from me in such abject terror.
That's Bernie for you. Sedith, that's Bernie for you. If you don't understand, then you don't understand.
Don't be sad. I'll never do it again. I promise.
You're gonna do it at the end of the support. Calling it right now.
I've been wondering, were you really writing a farewell letter?
Ah, that. No, actually. I was composing a fable centered around Saint Indek.
I didn't know you wrote fables. Well, what's it about?
Saint Indek, one of the four saints. He was an extraordinarily shy person. It is said that he spent most of his life in solitude, unable to open his heart to anyone.
Like me!
I like him
Man.
already.
He was,
sorry.
after all, a man who hid himself away at the bottom of a lake.
Also, no.
What's that about a lake?
Nothing. Now, something else to know about Saint Indek is that he had incredible skill with his hands.
He knew how to massage.
And that skill made him beloved by the people because he constantly applied it to their benefit. The moral of the story is that shortcomings can be made up for with talent and kindness.
I like it. But I don't have any talents like that.
Yes, you do. You just don't know
I
it.
can't even imagine being that helpful to people. Saint Indek must have been really gifted.
Don't be so quick to dismiss your abilities. You and he are actually alike in more ways than one. You possess Indek's crest, after all, do you not?
Oh, shit.
Yes, I do. You really think we're alike? Now I want to know all about him. Do you think I could read your fable when it's done?
Absolutely. Indek's example is something that we can all learn from.
Thanks so much. I'm excited to see it.
Aw, yeah, he's adorable and cute and whatever. Awesome. Sedith, we're just gonna go through all yours. Hilda's.
Oh, it's Sedith. I'd better slip away before he...
Ah, I see you are indulging in a bit of reading. You are fond of books, I take it?
Yes, reading's one of my favorite pastimes. I was just finishing up, actually, so I think I'll...
That is most fortuitous.
Fortuitous? How do you figure?
Come with me. I have a story to share with you. Once upon a time, deep in the cold mountains, there lived a lazy fox and an industrious squirrel.
Thanks for the lurk, Catsy.
The
Appreciate
squirrel
it.
worked tirelessly all day long, while the fox did nothing but lounge around and play.
So Hilda's the fox, Sedith's the
When
squirrel.
autumn came, the squirrel hurriedly gathered up acorns for the winter. But the fox continued to play without a care. A biting winter fell upon the land. The mountains, caked in snow, concealed all nourishment from sight. The hungry fox went to the squirrel's dwelling, but the squirrel had locked up tight and gone to sleep. Every so often, the squirrel would wake, enjoy a nibble of an acorn, and then return to an easy slumber. The fox, on the other hand, with nowhere else to turn, was forced to scrounge for food in the bitter cold of the forest. Forlorn and hungry, he wandered in solitude all through the winter, until spring came once more. And so it is to this very day that foxes are denied the comforts of hibernation.
Damn, what a dickhead of a fox.
Ah, I really learned something about foxes.
Hilda, you're a fox.
I read lots of fairy tales like that when I was little. But the lazy fox and the industrious squirrel, huh? That one I don't think I've heard before.
I think I've heard that one.
That is not surprising, considering I wrote it.
Oh, you wrote it?
I did. When Flane was young, she loved fairy tales more than anything. I would read them to her often. This one, however, is a more recent creation. I wrote it for the benefit of the children in the monastery.
He's a good writer.
So, what do you think? I'm curious to hear what sort of impression it made on you.
It's so cute.
You found it to be cute?
I can just see it now. You writing fairy tales for your little sister. That's just the cutest thing. Honestly, to me, you usually come across as stern and overly perceptive.
Which is a very accurate depiction of Sedith.
But now I
Very
know you have
accurate.
a sweet side too. I feel like I'm seeing you in a whole new light.
That is not what I was hoping to hear.
Yeah, Hilda's dumb. Sedith, we all know that was a story about her, but she's not going to figure it out. Leonie is Gerald.
Hello again, Sedith. Oh, full basket. Big catch?
Indeed. Thanks to you, I now know all about the proper use of bait.
Good job,
Even
Sedith.
so, that's quite the haul.
I have developed a few tricks of my own as well. In my enthusiasm, I may have gotten a little greedy.
Fish for everyone.
Oh,
Fish
yeah?
for everyone.
Once I started to catch fish, I began to pay very close attention to the number I had caught. I hear it is not uncommon for one to become a little preoccupied with that sort of thing. And when I recalled the prospect of having what I caught cooked for me, the challenge was too tempting to ignore. But alas, it
That's fair.
seems I have gotten a little more preoccupied than is appropriate for my age.
Well, that's only natural.
Seeing what you've already got just makes you curious how far you can take it.
It has made fishing an even richer experience for me. And for that,
The
I
word
must
you're looking
thank
for?
you.
Yeah, dense is.
Don't mention it.
Yeah.
Actually, I should thank you too.
Oh?
Yeah. Used to be, I only ever fished for food.
But entertainment.
Lately, though, I've been coming here just to relax.
And relaxation.
I do still eat the fish, of course, but I appreciate fishing in a whole new way now.
I'm hungry
Seems
now.
we have both made worthwhile discoveries. So which is it today? Hunger or relaxation?
I'd only planned to take it easy, but seeing all you've caught has definitely made me hungry.
I had planned to bring all of them to you regardless. Take as many as you please.
Hey, thanks. In that case, why don't we eat together? You can leave all the cooking to me.
I really like older Leone than younger Leone. Mostly for the hair. Flame!
Brother!
Flame, is something the matter?
I thought I made it clear that I do not want you meddling in the affairs of me and my friends.
I am not quite sure what you are referring to, but I promise you I would never try to stand in your way.
It has come to my attention that you have been running about asking people what they think of me. Asking everyone.
Well, of course I have. It took me quite some time. But for you, it was well worth the effort. I was able to confirm that you are getting along well with everyone. It was very reassuring.
I cannot emphasize enough how embarrassed I was when I found out. And you have caused such a stir for those whom you questioned. Why, one person even said he feared for his life when you cornered him in the dining hall.
Damn.
Dining hall? Ah, I know the fellow you are referring to. Yes, I've seen the way he looks at you. I recognized in an instant that he had impure feelings for you. As your brother, I took it upon myself to test his resolve. I merely asked him if he was prepared to lay his life on the line for my beloved sister.
He is nothing more than a friend. Kindly keep out of my social business in the future.
I am happy to see that you are making friends, but you should weigh your options more carefully.
Who I befriend is absolutely none of your business. Do you know what they call people like you? Overprotective meddlers.
Damn.
I am no longer a child. Are you incapable of trusting me, even a little?
Of course I trust you, but as an elder brother, I have a certain responsibility.
As my brother?
Obviously.
Oh, never mind it. If you'll excuse me.
Yeah, just a little bit overprotective. Just a little bit, Hanneman boy.
Good day to you, Seteth.
Oh, he's happy.
Persistent, aren't you? If this is about my crest...
No. I thought we might speak of something else for a change.
Is that so?
Indeed. I am quite fond of conversation. Even just for the sake
Sisterly
of
complex.
conversation.
Yeah.
Just listen to an old man's worries, eh?
Very well. Go ahead.
What's gonna happen? Crest?
Perhaps it's due to my age, but I've been troubled by lower back pain lately.
That's me all the time. My
right
knees.
now, I'm in the process of finding a good way to treat it.
Ah. If it is an ointment you're after, I think Manuela would know more than me.
Doesn't it make you nervous to rely on Manuela? I do not mind asking her about the pain itself, but...
What are you trying to say?
Oh, nothing. I'm only lamenting the fact that I am getting old. It is a pastime I'm not sure I enjoy. Yet I can't help but notice time hasn't taken such a toll on you.
Well, the signs of age may not write themselves plainly on my face, but I feel the strain of years as much as you.
Is that right?
Sure.
But then, that doesn't explain your sister. Your sister, Flame, was born around the time I came to the monastery from the Empire, yes? In all that time, I never knew you to pay her a visit or to write her letters. Yet somehow, the two of you seem very close, like a family who has spent years together. Could this not suggest a different interpretation? Perhaps, like you, she has...
You will not pry into Flame's business. If you interrogate her, no. If you even so much as inquire where she has been or what she has done, I will never forgive you. Never. Investigate me all you wish. I will even cooperate if I must. But Flame...
Calm down, Seteth. I have no intentions of approaching Flame.
Do I have your word on that?
You have my word as a scholar and as a man. I do apologize for using your sister's name in that way.
Using her? What do you... Oh, that is low.
You promised me just now. Investigate me all you wish, you said. I will even cooperate, you said. Do you deny it? Those words were all I needed to hear. Now I have no cause to approach your sister.
Damn.
It seems I have no choice. To think I have been played the fool by a man of your age.
I'll let that slight go, now that I have your cooperation.
Even with my cooperation, there is no guarantee you will reach the truth.
Oh, Seteth. Searching for the truth is what I do. And I will
Adamant's
find
evil.
it. I promise you that.
Then I suppose I will have to look forward to the day you prove your claims.
To defend, yeah, Comic Clover says Bats defend Flame's honor against all. Just starts whacking people in the face. Everyone's like, why? You looked at Flame weird. Die. And just killing everybody. It's Manuela.
It seems I'm not the only one here. Manuela?
Oh, Seteth. Hello.
This is quite the surprise. I would not expect to find you here outside of ordinary prayer time.
Praying? No, I was just resting. Whenever I'm in the infirmary, I simply cannot get out of doing work. I need a place to sit and close my eyes.
Makes sense.
There
Checks
is no need
out.
to hide it. It is obvious you were praying quite solemnly just now.
No, I was just enjoying some old memories. That's all. In fact, I was just thinking about when my parents first brought me here as a child. I wandered off from my parents because I heard a beautiful voice. It was a woman, singing, somewhere just out of sight. I began to sing along, hoping she would hear me and that we might meet. I never found her, whoever she was. Yet it was she who taught me I could sing.
Interesting. I'd never heard that. But I suppose if you were only a child, this would be before I arrived at Garreg Mach.
Probably.
In any case, if that singing voice helped you find your way, then that is a wonderful thing.
I've never told anyone else, but I believe it was the goddess I heard. And that day, she gifted me my singing voice. And I thank the goddess for leading me back here after I left the opera company.
You know, when you speak of the goddess in this way, it is as though you are an entirely different person.
Yeah, she's not just wanting to sleep with everybody.
If you were to behave that way more in your daily life, I would have a much higher opinion of you.
Oh, that's very sweet, coming from you, Seteth. Should I take that to mean that you like your ladies pious and respectable?
One little compliment and you completely lose control of yourself. What am I to do with you?
Oh, it's a joke. Look, I'm just no good at serious conversations. Although, I would be lying if I said I wasn't interested in knowing what kind of woman does get your attention.
As thanks for the touching tale you have shared, I will satisfy your curiosity just this once. My preferred woman is kind, quiet, and proper. But above all else, she is straightforward and honest.
Good one.
Quiet.
Good.
Proper. There's no need to be cruel, Seteth.
Damn. Manuela fallen for the Seteth boyo. Catherine, aka his sister.
Hey, Seteth. I've been meaning to ask you, what is your relationship with Lady Rhea?
Been 5 years. You couldn't have asked this earlier.
Certainly an abrupt question.
You're much closer to her than anyone else in the entire church. Certainly you're a good, upstanding person, but I can't help but feel there's something more to it.
Supporting the Archbishop is my sole professional interest. Personally, I consider her to be something akin to a companion.
A companion?
Yes, as in a traveling companion. Friends who walk the same path toward the same destination.
Companion, huh? A companion. I guess that does sound about right, now that you say it. Though, I'll confess to being quite jealous. Not many people can call themselves companions of Lady Rhea.
True.
I do not know how
Very
she
true.
feels about it.
Oh, come on.
She's kinda
You
gone
must
right
trust
now.
that she feels the same about you.
There is no need for that sort of trust. My duties are the same regardless of her perspective. I consider you to be a companion also.
A companion in fighting for the Archbishop.
Certainly. Our goals are firmly aligned when it comes to that, are they not?
You're right, they are. I suppose you and I could be considered companions
Hair
in that
dynamic
sense.
here is better than a Genshin? What do you mean?
I am pleased to hear my sentiment
Hair dynamic?
reciprocated. I rely on you a great deal, after all. More than most.
Whoa there, what's all this now? Flattery won't win you any prizes with me, Sedith.
I do not flatter. I merely want you to understand why it matters to me that you be more cautious in battle. As your companion, it is my wish for you to be safe.
Oh, good, we're back in familiar territory, with you admonishing me. Don't worry, I'll be careful. I'll always try to live up to your expectations. So don't expect too much or you'll wear me out.
Damn. So much expectations, so much interest. It's crazy. Cereal man. Cereal boyo.
Hello, Cyril. On a break?
Just figuring out what needs doing next. Why? You need something done?
Nothing like that. I was
Who's the
hoping to
avatar
speak
not
with
far
you.
off? Yeah.
You want to talk?
Should all be the
Yes.
same in Genshin.
You
I
told
think.
me that you are happy so long as you can continue to work for the Archbishop. Have you considered that there might be other ways to find happiness?
It probably has, but he doesn't
Nope.
care too much about it.
Repaying my debt to Lady Rhea is all I want to do. Lady Rhea might not be around right now, but all the stuff I do, it's still for her.
What will you do once your debt is repaid?
Good question.
I can never repay her.
You are possessed of a rare and admirable devotion. I too owe the Archbishop a debt, but repaying her is only one of the reasons I am here.
What you mean, one of the reasons you're here?
I mean that I have other motivations aside from that. If those motivations required me to be elsewhere, then I would be elsewhere.
Motivations?
Yes.
That sounds right.
I am fortunate enough to
Yes.
share common cause with the Archbishop. Thus, I am able to remain. Don't be mistaken. It is admirable to repay one's debts, but that alone should not define a person. While it is good to make peace with the past, it is also essential to look ahead to the future.
Very true.
What kind of future do you see for yourself? What can you do to work toward it? I would like you to think about what might make your future brighter.
I don't know if I understand you right. See, when Lady Rhea took me in, it was the first time I ever thought maybe I had a purpose. And I don't know what else I could wish for than that, you know?
I do not mean to trouble you. It's just that I cannot help but notice the way you squander your potential. It's as though you avert your gaze from it on purpose. Keep what I've said in the back of your mind, at least. You have plenty of time.
Okay, Sedith.
Sedith, teaching the boy how to do things. All right. Happy. We'll do happy next. We'll just bounce
So
from
Happy.
character to character.
Are you going back home or what?
That came out of nowhere. Haven't you noticed there's a war going on? I can't leave now.
Not at all. No leaving.
Hadn't noticed. Nope. Now that I have, will you head home once it's over? To check on your parents?
No. Even after the war, I can't return.
No.
With my curse, I might destroy the whole village. I won't put them at risk like that.
Yeah, Happy's actually a good
True.
person.
I want to say you could go there and everything would be dandy.
But if you sigh once, everyone
The way
dies.
things
So
tend
don't
to
do
shake
that.
out, though, it can be pretty hard not to sigh.
What about you? You don't mind spending all this time away from wherever you call home?
Can't say I've spent much time thinking about it. Maybe after the war's over. I've got plenty to keep me occupied. If I drop things and head home, my people will lose respect for me. I can't have that.
True, I guess.
I know I should visit home at some point. It's been more than a decade since I left, though. They probably think I died.
I doubt
They
it.
might. All the more reason for you to go back. I know you're scared. But if you keep your visit brief, it'll work out fine. I don't know about yours, but my mother would want to know that I'm okay.
I suppose I could stop by for a short visit. That might be nice.
Just don't sigh. If you sigh,
Still
people will
worried?
die.
I can accompany you. I'm sure you'll find some use for me.
Huh?
You know you'll be so caught up in my lively conversations, you'll have very little time for sighing.
That plan could backfire. I might find the conversation boring, and then...
That would never happen. I wouldn't allow for it. And on the off chance a beast does appear, well, that'll clear up your boredom pretty quickly, won't it?
You've got a weird sense of humor, Yuri Bird. I like that. I guess I wouldn't feel so nervous about going home if you went with me. I might even have a good time. When you're there, you feel closer to the stars. They look so clear and bright. I'd love to show you.
I look forward to it. I bet we'll even see some of the stars you taught me about.
And maybe I'll finally lay eyes on that constellation you told me about. A fishing rod, was it?
Aw, so cute. This is why we all love Happy. Balthus! I wonder what's gonna happen between these two.
Why did you bring me here? It's so isolated.
That would be the point.
Yikes. See you around, B.
Damn.
Hang on a second. Out here, in a place like this, you should be free to sigh, yeah?
What do you mean by that?
I just thought it would do you well to cut loose and sigh to your heart's content.
Really? You found a nice quiet place where you could annoy me without putting bystanders at risk?
Why does this always happen? That's not what I meant. This is me doing something nice for you. You said before that you can't ever relax because you're worried about endangering others. A lot's been going on recently, so let her rip already. Sigh until you can sigh no more.
That's nice of you.
When something shows up, Balthus will help you.
Chance to relax and sigh as I please. Sounds good. But what do we do about the monsters?
What do you think? A monster shows up, I punch it in the nose. Done deal.
These dudes got the big fist. He dudes has the big fist.
I'm never alone, pal. These two fists are always by my side, and they never let me down.
Oh, right.
It doesn't have to be here if you have performance anxiety, but anytime you accidentally call a monster, just holler and I'll punch it to next Tuesday.
Hell yeah.
In fact, maybe it's best if you just stick by my side from now on. Do that and you're free to sigh whenever the urge strikes.
Why would I have to stay by your side?
Not a lot of people in this world can knock out a beast without breaking a sweat. I'm one of them.
That's true.
And since
He's got the
I'm always
fist.
on the run from bounty hunters, I'm an exceptionally light sleeper.
You expect me to sleep by your side too?
Ooh, this may be my best idea yet. If I'm always with a monster summoner, fewer people will come after my bounty. This is brilliant.
I think Happy actually likes you.
You never change, B. You're so predictable. All right, have fun.
Have fun? That's an odd thing to do.
2 sighs for the price of 1.
Monsters, they're everywhere. This is gonna be a blast.
It's hard not to like that dummy.
You were blushing. You wanted to be with him. How adorable. I'm gonna save because we've been at this for a bit. All right, Happy and Constance. Happy's last one, except for Dimitri, but that's besides the point.
Delicious, is it not? There is little that can rival the taste of a freshly caught fish grilled to perfection over an open flame. I prefer mine with a pinch of salt.
Look at you, eating regular food like the rest of us regular folk.
Regular
It's
and
only
regular.
temporary. A fish from the river is a coin saved at the marketplace. My project will require every bit of gold I can spare.
She's trying so hard. I give Constance
Plus,
an A
there's a
for
war
effort.
going on. We've all got to save money however we can.
Constance, what is that shabby meal you're eating with such lowly company?
I suppose after all that's happened, she's given up on regaining her noble title. Probably for the best.
What a dickhead!
How dare you! Would you two mind your own business? We're just trying to eat in peace.
Did you hear that? It sounds like a stray cat is screeching at us.
Oh dear, she's not using any silverware to speak of. She's just eating with her paws.
Please sigh. Please sigh and let these ladies get
That
killed,
from
please.
a commoner. but Constance seems to be doing the same thing. How humiliating.
Oh, we're so vicious. Beating up on poor, pathetic Constance after all of her setbacks. What are you laughing at?
Pardon my outburst, but I couldn't help myself after your ridiculous conversation. How I eat my fish has nothing to do with my status. In fact, I shall vow one thing now. When House Nouvelle is restored, I shall bite into a whole fish thrice weekly.
Pardon?
Moreover, Happy is a dear friend. I won't permit you to call her a stray cat or anything so insulting. We shall continue to remain steadfast friends, even after my title is restored.
And how soon do you expect that to happen?
We both know that if she carries on with such disgraceful behavior, she won't restore her house anytime soon.
No, she's got this. I believe in
For the
her.
upper class, those two seemed rather classless.
What just happened?
Oh, I knew them of old. They were Callow noblewomen from the School of Sorcery.
No, I mean, you said that I'm a dear friend. Did you really mean that?
Oh, one says all sorts of things when one feels like being cruel. But yes, I really meant that. Even when I am a noble once more, I expect you to keep me company well into my dotage.
Of course, Coco. Won't be easy getting rid of
Ah,
me.
I've been booped! Sriracha, why are you booping me? How's it going? Pretty good. Getting through all these support conversations. Got booped. Alright, who... Let me see. Oh my gosh, Bernie and Raph? Bernie and Raph? I need to, like, do the support conversations with the people who still beat it. I got a Swift? I mean, I might play some DVD tonight.
Okay, Bernie.
We'll see.
You can do this.
I got work tomorrow morning early, so again.
Bernadetta! Sorry, just passing through. Didn't mean to scare you again.
He's a big guy.
No, it's all right. Actually, I came to talk to you. I owe you an apology. It's, long overdue.
Huh? What do you have to apologize for?
I'm hopelessly terrified of you. So every
Been
time
for a
I
while?
see you,
I'm
I
gonna do-
kind of lose
Gotcha.
my mind.
I gotcha.
But once you're gone and I get time to calm down, I realize I'm making a big deal out of nothing.
I'm not an OPT maid. I'm just
I'm sorry I couldn't
Play the
tell you
game.
before. I feel awful. I hope you can forgive me.
Come on now. It's alright. I wasn't really that bothered by it. Promise.
he's a big guy with the,
I should have been more careful not to scare
he's
you.
a giant.
I'm a big guy, and my muscles can be intimidating.
True, he's got muscles on muscles.
No, you did nothing wrong. It's all my fault.
How about this? Let's say it's both our fault, and call it even. But you know, I've been thinking.
Thank you for the look. Appreciate
You
it.
really are scared of everything. Is there something we can do to fix that?
You mean like a cure?
Something like that. I think we can figure this out. Your biggest fear is talking to people, right?
True.
If that's the case, you need to change the way you think about talking. Right now, you think it's bad, so you're afraid to do it. I figure if you talk to more people, then you'll think talking is good.
True.
It might be hard to suddenly start talking to people, though. You're gonna need to take it slow. Oh, I know. Start with me.
He's a good
Will
guy.
you? That'll be, tough. Maybe if you turn around, face the other way.
Are you gonna stare at his butt? You're
I
gonna stare at his butt.
guess if that's what you need. How's this?
You're gonna stare at his butt.
I bet if you get used to talking to me, your fears will go away in no time.
She's gonna run away.
You're, still really intimidating. But, okay, I'll give it a try.
She didn't run. She didn't run. Bernie's getting better, everybody. Bernie's getting better. Alois and Yuri.
I finally have a day all on my own. A day inside my room. At last I feel as free as a bird that's flown.
Bernadetta, do you have a moment?
I wasn't looking at their hats, I swear!
Whose
And
hats?
If I was, I wouldn't say a word about them. Not even if you tortured me. Mercy, please! I can keep a secret honest!
Hold on. It's me, Alois. Calm down.
Huh? Oh,
Eloise! I was sure you... never mind.
I can't help but wonder about these hats you were looking at.
These
but
hats.
I'll set that aside for now. I wanted to
Hats! I want to know about the
apologize
hats.
for being insensitive. I can't believe I trampled on your emotions like that.
Huh? Was there something you did? I don't remember anything.
Been 5 years.
About
for you.
your dear uncle. It never crossed my mind that he might have passed away.
Oh, that. Don't worry about it.
But it clearly upset you. I can't even express how guilty I feel about opening an old wound like that. I'm so sorry.
Hey, it's okay. You're reminding me of him even now. And it's completely fine. I'm glad we talked about it.
Is that so? Well then, why did you look so sad when I mentioned him?
The truth is, I realized I hadn't visited my uncle's grave in a long time. With me not showing up for so long, I imagined him being worried about me.
I see. He must have been quite dear to you.
Must have been very close.
Hey,
Very close indeed.
that gives me a great idea. Why don't we go see my uncle together sometime?
You want me to visit your uncle's grave, but I don't have any connection with him.
Sure you do. You're connected by me.
I didn't think of
That's
that.
true. That's true.
All right, then.
Very true.
I accept.
I
If
accept
you
your
don't
proposal
mind
to
my
see a dead
tagging along,
person.
I'll gladly accompany you.
Great. Thanks, Uncle. Thanks, Eloise.
That's a weird laugh. I don't like that laugh. That laugh was creepy. Bernie and Yuri. I don't remember their.
Frigid ocean waters. I can feel them already.
Why are you scared?
Calm. Just listen to me for a moment. There's something I need to tell you. The reason I worked for House Varley, Bernadetta, was to kill you.
Ha! I knew it. I always knew you were out to kill me. Sink me into the deep, dark, freezing depths.
Hold on. House Varley? But why?
As you well know, theirs is one of the 6 great noble houses, the true rulers of the Empire. And you're the heir, with a crest. There were tons of people who wanted you wiped out. Like people who want to eradicate House Varley. Or a relative who wants the glory for themselves. That particular breed of treacherous nobility is the kind that'd hire a kid to do their dirty work. The first thing that kid would do, get close to the target by befriending her. Find an in through, say, an assistant gig.
This kid you're mentioning sounds real. That was you, wasn't it?
Yours truly. My biggest mistake? Getting to know you. I crept into your room one night and readied my blade. The whole thing had been a breeze, up until that moment. I couldn't bring myself to do it. While I hovered there, hesitating, your father came in. You know the rest.
Why are you telling me all this? I'm so confused.
Because I want you to look at it objectively. I was hired to kill you. Your father protected you from me. A filthy assassin. He was looking out for you. You're lucky to have a father who cares for you enough to do that.
Father protected me? He protected me.
Yeah, why would I lie? At this point, I figure it's you who hates me, and not the other way around.
I don't hate you, Yuri. But I mean, I do feel weird. But I don't know
That's
how
true.
to feel. I just...
My best friend in the Empire was sent to kill me. Shit.
Can't we just be friends? Like back then?
You want to be friends with me?
The reason you couldn't kill me was because we were friends, right?
Well,
You were my first friend. My very first friend. The first person who played with me. The first person who went on adventures with me. The first...
and you were the first friend I had to baby that much.
What do you mean? Well, even so. You were the first friend who cared for me.
The whole thing was probably a sham anyway. Though you know, even if it was, I did have a lot of fun with you.
Aww.
I knew it!
Aww. Aww. How adorable. Dorothea, I'm gonna look for characters real quick because I'm running on a bit of a time limit now, so we might not be able to get through all of these. But let's see who we need to get through who has support. So Raph and Shamir. So we're just gonna go through all Raphs.
Hey, Raphael. Reading a letter?
Well, if it isn't old Ignatz. I got a message here from my sis.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
a letter from Maya. I haven't seen her in so long. I bet she's all grown up.
Nah, she's still a shrimp. It's been a while since I saw her, but she's probably only up to your shoulders.
Wow. I can't believe she's gotten that tall.
I wrote to tell her about how we're friends again. Do you remember this?
Is that the picture I drew for her?
She sent it along with the letter. I guess she held on to it since we were kids. All right, that's enough looking. She said to show it to you and send it right back.
To think she's handling my little doodle with such reverence. That warms my heart. I remember the day I gave Maya that drawing. She looked so happy. Before then,
Aww.
I never knew I could make people happy with art. It was a revelation. I've been drawing and painting ever since, in hopes of becoming an artist one day.
You're much better now, so it must be paying off. I bet you could be a real artist.
Oh, he absolutely can.
No,
we believe
that's
in
not
that.
possible, I'm afraid. I have to consider my parents' wishes.
Who cares what your parents want? It's not like you're a noble or nothing. Your fate is your own.
Huh. You think so?
I know so. And I'm gonna support you with whatever dream you got. Okay, let me see. What's the first step to follow your dreams? Oh, got it. You should paint me.
Boom.
Paint you?
Yeah, I want my little sis to know how good I'm doing here. So I gotta send her proof. Plus, she'll be doubly impressed if it's a painting you made.
True. Very, very true. Good old Ignat.
I can certainly try to capture your likeness. I'll paint you with a warm, cheerful expression on your face to bring Maya comfort.
My face? No way! You gotta get my muscles in there. Mostly my chest and arms.
But
Are you
face.
sure that's what she'd want to see?
Wait, before you start painting, I gotta get me a little more training in. If my muscles aren't bulging, then what's the point?
I'm not sure about this.
Raphael completely missing the point as usual. I'm very proud of him. Good job. Cynthia. I don't remember any of their support conversations.
Ladder.
Need help with something, Lysithia?
I can't find the ladder anywhere, and I needed to check out the books up on that top shelf.
Well, Raph is huge.
Want me to just grab one for you?
No, I need to be able to dig around myself.
No problem. You could sit on my shoulders instead. Up you go.
Hang on a sec. That's not...
Listen, he could be a ladder. It's fine.
I hope nobody saw that. Anyway, thank you. That was helpful. I can't believe how many fantastic books were hidden just out of reach up there. Thanks for being so patient while I rummaged.
Dude's got the strongest shoulders of all time.
No
He'll
problem
be
at
fine.
all. It was my pleasure.
Hey, Raphael. You're always extra nice to me. Is it because I remind you of your sister Maya?
Yeah, I can't help but think about her whenever I see you around. We lost our parents when she was still real little, so she never had adults around to do stuff for her. That's probably why she grew up to be the kind of kid who wants to do everything on her own.
Probably.
Certainly something I can relate to.
Yeah, because Lysithia always hated being compared to being the
telling her
youngest.
that it's okay to rely on her big bro a little bit. Like when there's stuff she can't do because she's too small. She just needs to ask someone bigger to do it. I told her that she could help me when I'm having trouble with stuff too. Then we would be even.
What a good
Young
big
or
bro.
old, we can all help one another out. We each have our strengths and weaknesses. Receiving help and providing help in return. It sounds so simple, really.
It is simple. I knew you'd get it.
I do. And I hope you understand that you can come to me for help too, Raphael. I can't be the only one receiving aid. It makes me feel incompetent and like a kid. I hate that.
Yeah, that's typical for Lysithia.
All right then. You could help me clean up my room.
I
Damn.
bet it's a disaster knowing you.
Damn!
I'll help you on that front, but I've got some rules on how to keep things tidy. You'll need to listen up.
If you could help with the actual tidying, that would probably be better. No need to bother with rules.
Yeah, it goes through one ear and out
I
the
don't
other.
really do so good with remembering the complicated stuff. Oh, I got an idea. It would be even better if you could just come by and tidy up from now on. If you keep helping me, then I can help you whenever you need it. No guilt.
Whenever I need it, huh? How long does that offer hold?
From now on. Like for always. I don't know what's so difficult to understand.
Raphael.
For always sounds nice. I'm fine with that.
Raphael's such. Oh, he's a great character. Yeah, I love Raph. He's a good guy. Raph and Marianne! Oh.
Marianne! Come here, quick!
Oh, what's wrong, Raphael?
It's that bird you were talking to. I just found him.
It's been 5 years. He's still alive. Crazy.
See? Right there on the lower branch. That's gotta be him. But he looks a little sad for some reason.
You're right. Do you mind if I handle this? Hello there, Mr. Bird. How do you do?
Chirpity chirp chirp chirp.
Yes, I see. I see. So your food supply is...
Food? I got it.
I completely understand. I have seen more people and birds foraging for berries lately. It would be ideal if those berries were growing in another forest nearby. Then you wouldn't have to.
Are you hungry, Mr. Bird? I got just what you need.
Are those bugs? Yuck.
Look at him go. He's loving it. He's gonna get so big and strong after this.
Do birds eat bugs? I don't know the...
That was... disgusting. But how did you know he was hungry?
I could tell by looking at him. He looked hungry and weak. More importantly, I saw what you did. That bird wasn't speaking human, so you gotta understand birdese. I knew it.
Birdese.
Oh, about that. I'm sorry, Raphael, but I need to tell you the truth. I can sort of understand what animals are thinking when I look at them, but I can't speak to them. I'm sorry for leading you on.
Oh, I see. What about me then? Can you tell what I'm thinking when you look at me?
No, Raphael.
Just some do?
I can't.
Interesting. I don't...
Well,
I'm
of course
not really good with...
You're not even looking at me. You gotta look at my eyes.
Nope, still can't do it.
I guess I just gotta tell you. I'm thinking it would be nice if you talked to me the way you talk to animals.
What do you mean?
Whenever you talk to animals, you seem happy and friendly. I just wish you'd talk to me like that too.
Raph is such a good guy.
I'm so sorry, Raphael. I didn't know.
What if I try this? Cheep cheep cheery choo choo doo!
What the?
Whoa! I've never heard you laugh before. I should have talked to you in birdese sooner. Cheep chirra cheep li woo teedledee!
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that one.
I said you gotta eat bugs to grow big and strong, just like Mr. Bird.
I think I'll have to pass.
Oh, that was so adorable. I loved that. I absolutely loved that. Oh, that was awesome.
Hey, Raphael, I finally finished that necklace for you. Here you go.
It's been 5 years, Hilda.
Huh? Oh! Whoa!
It's been 5 years.
This is incredible! And so shiny. You're like an artist, Hilda. How'd you do this?
Just like I told you, I put the flowers and the shiny rocks in a bottle, and then poured in some resin to preserve everything. I thought the flowers you had were looking a little pathetic, so I added a few of my own.
Damn, hitting him where it
It
hurts.
was hard work, making sure the flowers and the stones were spread evenly, getting rid of the air bubbles.
What's this? The part you hang around your neck? I thought you used the one I gave you.
Oh yeah, no, that's a cord I braided. I was going to use metal, but some people are allergic to metal, so I figured
That's
better
true.
safe than sorry.
Also true. Hi, Nikki. Wait, why sus?
Anyway, you didn't give me much to work with, and look what I pulled off.
What is this?
I am a miracle worker.
It's gorgeous. Beautiful. I've never seen anything like it. Thank you, Hilda.
Whoa, hold up. What's with the blubbering?
It's just... I bet my sister never got anything so pretty in her
Nah,
whole
it's
life.
good point. Good point, Nikki.
She's had to deal with so much because of me. I never got her anything this nice and cute before. She's gonna love it and be so happy.
Okay. Yes, okay, that's enough. Come on, you're embarrassing me here. If you're really that happy, I'm glad I put some effort into something for once.
Don't you always put effort into things?
That's sweet of you, but no, I don't want to put in effort and then disappoint people. It's dispiriting, not to mention tiring.
Not to mention she's lazy as fuck.
What if they're not disappointed? Then they'd feel great, and you'd feel great too.
Yeah, you have a point there. I guess I'm realizing that now.
Late.
You know,
very
thanks
late.
to you, I'm starting to see things from my brother's perspective.
What do you mean? Do you have a big bro too?
I do. I've always thought of him as an overprotective nuisance, but now I feel thankful.
I heard that he's actually in the Warriors game, which will be pretty
Looking at
cool.
you, I couldn't help but think, sometimes big brothers are okay.
I didn't do anything special though. It's natural for a big bro to look after his little sis.
True.
Oh, that reminds me. I still haven't found anything special enough to repay you for the necklace. I got an idea though. How about I help you make a tough-looking necklace for your big bro?
No need. I have a better idea. When the wars simmer down, why don't you and your sister come visit me?
Really? That's it?
Yeah, I want to make sure it suits her.
Moral
and
reason,
then I can
moral
adjust the
reason.
cord if
True.
I need to.
Of course we'll come visit. I told my sis all about you, and she already wants to meet you.
Raph has got to be the nicest character ever. Like, I wish, like, I
Well,
wish I knew
good.
Raph.
I look forward
Raph
to
is
it.
such a good
In the meantime, hold me close to your heart.
What?
That's what the necklace would say if it could talk. Hold me close to your heart.
Raph is the best. Raph is easily the best. Raph and Leone.
Hey, writing to your sister again?
You bet. Gotta reply to these things as soon as they come in.
You had one last week, too. It's great to see you're both so good about staying in touch.
Even when there's a war going on.
It's
kinda
especially
crazy.
important when there's a war going on.
True.
Yeah.
Very true.
Oh, that reminds me. My sister wrote to say how much she loved the painting supplies you sent.
You learned to be a painter because of
I'm
Ignatz.
glad gathering those pigments paid off.
You even made her a brush. I really appreciate you doing all that for her.
I was fascinated with painting at that age. I was a pretty artistic kid, if you can
I'm not
believe it.
artistic in the
Not a
slightest.
lot of time
Can't
for
even
it
draw
when
a
you're
stick
hungry,
figure.
though.
Sounds like you had a pretty tough time growing up too. Huh?
I suck at drawing.
I guess so. We never thought of it that way. But it's true, the children in my village don't usually get to choose their futures. Any
Fair.
one of us could have
Very
had
fair.
the talent for artistic genius and never even noticed. I was one of the lucky ones. I only got to follow my passion thanks to my father and all the other folks. That's why, once I come into my own, the first thing I'll do is head back there and help the other kids.
Aww.
It's like all the kids in your village are counting on you.
No need to exaggerate it. Besides, it's not like I'm unique. You're working hard for your sister's future, aren't you?
Yeah, because Raph's the good guy.
It's like me and you are both carrying big weights. We should try sharing the weight with each other. You know, lighten both of our loads.
Dude's got brains too. I'm proud of
If
him.
we share our problems, then we only got to carry half the weight, right? It works out for everybody.
It's probably a good thing you didn't try to take on your family's business.
Probably.
If you take half of my burden and I take half of yours, the total's still the same.
Nah, that doesn't sound right. Everything's lighter when you don't got to carry it alone.
That's true.
On second thought, you might be right. With the right attitude and the right partner to share the burden, maybe it is only half the weight.
Now you're getting it. It's a waste of energy to struggle alone when there's someone who can help you.
That's true. And I do hate waste, as you well know.
So when it comes to working toward the future you're after, you know I won't fall short.
Great! And you should never fall short on sharing a big meal with me, too.
Deal.
They're just so good. They're just so good. Ah, Raph and Flame. I immediately remember this support. I immediately remember this support.
Nice work. Here you go. Drink up.
Oh, thank you. This water tastes absolutely divine.
Your shouts are really coming from the gut now. I bet you're getting stronger too.
I'm not so sure I'm stronger, but somehow, when I shout, I'm able to move more books than normal. Although my brother becomes very anxious anytime he hears me shouting.
I bet he does, Wade. I bet he does.
I do suppose my body feels a bit sturdier now, though. I'm so very grateful to you, Raphael.
Oh no, thank you. I'm just happy to have someone to shout with.
But doesn't all this shouting keep you from your precious workout regimen?
Nah, don't worry about that. I think I'm in better shape now than I was before. My muscles work overtime when they hear you shouting so close.
Those look pretty good.
Isn't that wonderful? Come along, Raphael's muscles. We can do this. It is my wish that someday I'll be able to lift a log all on my own with these arms of mine.
I don't think you would be able to,
they
but
will.
man,
I
sure.
used to think you were a lost cause, but look at you now.
Damn,
if you
Raph.
really want to get there, you got to start training your muscles when we shout, all right?
Man, is there a picture out there of just super buff Flame? I really want to see
already
that.
got big
That'd be
brains.
awesome.
But if we can get you big muscles too, you're gonna be invincible.
Invincible. I like the sound of that.
Just with Seth, like, just shocked and horrified at super muscular Flame. That was amazing. That was incredible. Raph and Shamir.
Shamir.
Raphael?
All right. That went better than I thought. You make funny sounds when you're scared.
I wasn't scared. Forget that happened.
Damn.
Still, I'm impressed. You managed to sneak up on me. Not many can do that.
Oh yeah, this was the breathing
I
technique.
practiced that in, out breathing you showed me. I practiced until I passed out. It was worth it though. I've been able to get real close to enemies lately without them noticing. I think I pretty much got it figured out. Sneaking up on you is a good sign.
True. To be honest, I didn't think you had it in you.
When he puts his heart into it,
I never
it
thought
works.
you'd be able to suppress that unbearably palpable presence of yours. I respect anyone who could learn so much in such a short period of time.
It's been 5 years. Come on now.
You might
Hold
even
up.
be ready for a recon mission.
Recon? With you? And me? Together?
Why the surprise? I said you were ready.
Wow! I never thought I'd get to go scouting with you. I guess that practice really is paying off. Whoa! Was that a smile?
Is that more surprising than Marianne's smile?
Calm down, Raphael. Are you really that excited to go with me? Your presence may have dimmed, but your emotions are hitting me like a tidal wave.
Yeah, that's Raph for you.
Sorry. Is there a way to breathe and hide those too?
No, that requires different training from someone else. I'll keep you informed about the recon mission.
Okay, great. Looking forward to it.
I kind of see Raph and Shamir getting, like, being put together. That, it sounds crazy, but honestly, I get the feeling that would be kind of cool. All right, Ignatz and Leone. Oh my gosh. Here's a question. What am I at with everybody? Lysithea. Fuck. Lysithea and Cyril. Marianne's good. Hello. I think everyone else should be good, huh? Oh, Catherine and Shamir. Alright, there's still a few, so let's see if we can get through them. Ignatin, the Petras. We were trying to keep going until 1:30 in the morning, so we got 20 minutes to get through as many as we can.
Petra, you always seem so focused on your training.
Ignatz, are you wanting something from me?
I want to apologize about the glasses debacle.
Apologize? I will give you my forgiveness, but I am not understanding.
When I laughed at what you said, I felt really bad for doing that. I'm realizing that I can learn a lot from you.
You are learning new things from me? What kind of learning?
Nothing specific, but more like you really take things seriously. You approach the world with genuine curiosity and consider it carefully. You have a sincere, wholehearted approach to learning new things. I envy that.
I am thinking you also have great seriousness. That is why you are worrying. But your worrying is not necessary.
You think so? That's kind of reassuring.
Also, you have much kindness.
Yeah, Ignatz is a kind boy.
You
He's
are
a kind
apologizing
boy.
for the smallest of things. Your heart is overfilled with compassion. You have honesty, too. You are a good person.
He is.
Me? Oh, I think that's going too far.
You are also having the ability to wear lenses. You are like a hero chosen by the lenses.
Chosen by the glasses. The glasses
Because I wear
chosen.
glasses?
That final one was joking. I do not always have to be serious.
That was a joke. I didn't realize. I guess it was okay for me to laugh after all. You always look so humorless. It's hard to judge.
He's pretty.
Oh, I
close
don't mean that in a
to
bad
that,
way.
yeah.
You're a fun person to be around. I'll know that you're joking next time. Without you telling me.
It is greatly important for us to be understanding each other.
I think so too. I've been hoping to learn more about you.
Then we can be spending much more time with each other and learning much.
Aw, those two are cute. They're adorable. Also, so what I'm thinking, real quick. We're gonna do Ignatz, Yuri, and Constance is what I'm thinking to get us to 1:30. But I think we might be able to only do Ignatz's. We'll see. We'll see.
Hey,
Oh, Lysithia.
What up,
Something I
Lysithia?
can do for you?
can you help me out with my shopping?
Yes, of course. You need me to carry stuff?
Actually, can you pick up some tea for me? I'd do it, but I'm drowning in work.
You're so busy you can't go shopping. Okay. Do you have a favorite kind of tea?
I'm not too picky. I just like having it around, really.
Just find sweet tea. She'll love
Whatever's
it.
cheapest works for me. Here's some money.
One question. Why me? You don't really need my help for this.
I just thought I could lean on you a bit. You know, rather than trying to do everything on my own.
Right, I see. Well, good. I'm glad you decided to approach me. Ah, but for this particular task, you might be better off doing it yourself.
Oh?
There are so many different kinds of tea, and I'm not very discerning. Well, what if I get you one you don't like? When I do my own shopping, I pick a tea at random.
Booga booga.
Otherwise,
Oh,
I'd be
God.
paralyzed by all the choices.
That's scary. The cat with guns. Why? Why, Nikki? Why?
It's the same with food. Sometimes I stare and stare at the options and never decide.
That's with me and food,
You
too.
look like you were doing just fine when you went to get groceries the other day.
I really had to push myself to do that alone. I don't think I can do that again. Sorry.
Ignat's scared to shop. I like shopping, but I spend too much money.
So, you
How am I
stopped
today?
trying to do things on
Alright.
your own then?
Definitely. I only ate lunch and that was it.
Yeah.
So, kind of hungry.
Still,
But
though.
other than that, it's pretty
For
good.
today, how about you have some of my tea?
Wish I streamed
That'll
earlier,
do.
though.
Sounds nice, sure. Do you mind brewing mine while you're at it?
When do I work tomorrow? I have to be at work at 9 in the morning. So I have to wake up at 7:30 in the morning to get ready.
I'll get it ready right away. Feel free to start focusing on your work. What?
I mean, you seem plenty reliable to me.
I do. Really? How so?
You're fun, you're easy to be around, and you rarely complain when you help others.
Well, I'm just pouring you some tea. I'm not sure that qualifies as help.
It's not easy for me to rely on people,
Mhm.
but with you, it's different.
Well, There aren't many things I can do, frankly.
You can paint.
What I can do, I will do. So if you need anything, ask me, and I'll try to help.
You really are unreliable, as it turns out. Guess I'll just have to take your word for it.
Because I took a nap right when I got home from work. And then got frustrated that I wasn't streaming and getting work done. So, that's why I'm, awake now. Marianne. I still didn't feel like energized. I wanted to go back to sleep, but yeah.
What's that about? Marianne,
I'm sorry.
I saw you on the training grounds earlier. It looked like there was an argument.
Oh, no. It was nothing.
Are you sure? Nothing happened at this morning's training?
Are you sure?
Well...
Okay, tell me what happened.
I just couldn't keep up with the rest of the group. Everyone got so mad at me. They said something about looking into their eyes so I could read their movements, but I couldn't do it.
Didn't seem that you're able to...
They may have a point.
I'm a hindrance to everyone. I can't do it.
You're fine, Marianne.
Of course not. That goes without saying. It's hard to accomplish anything on your own. Look at me. By myself, I'm worse than useless.
That's not
you
true,
see where I'm
Ignat.
going with this? To succeed, you have to cooperate. You can't do that if you're not paying attention to nonverbal cues.
Huh?
Please, try looking up. Looking people in the eye. You'll see some things that you've never seen before. People worry about you and rely on you. You'll see that on your allies' faces. In a way, you'll see what they're thinking.
You may be right. It was my fault for looking down. Thank you, Ignatz. I appreciate your encouragement.
Of course. Look, we both saw the sunset and appreciated its beauty. Nature communicates without words. We can do the same. We don't need to speak to be understood. Stop staring at your feet. Look at us. That'll be a good start.
I can certainly try.
Aww.
Is something wrong? Did I say something to upset you?
No, you probably smiled and Ignatz is confused.
Oh no, to the contrary. I just realized that I was missing something. A thing of remarkable beauty. Right under my nose.
Remarkable beauty?
Are you talking about Marianne? 'Cause she is pretty.
What? Don't mind me.
She be pretty. Hilda's. Oh, somebody broke something.
Oof. Capsized the teapot. Tea leaves on the carpet. This'll be fun to clean up.
Hey, Hilda. Is something wrong?
Ignatz. I accidentally knocked over my teapot. I'd drunk all the tea already, thank the goddess, but the tea leaves went right into the carpet.
Oh, that's a mess. Here, let me help. I can leave stains if you're not careful.
True.
But don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh no, don't worry. I'm on a break.
What's that in your hands? Oh, painting supplies. You were gonna go do some painting, weren't you?
Ah, yes. The weather's quite splendid, and I found a place where some gorgeous flowers are blooming. But the flowers aren't going anywhere this second. Let's clean this up.
Okay.
Why does Hilda seem so concerned?
Ignatz, and sorry to keep you away from your painting.
That's okay. It didn't stain at least. We picked all the leaves out of the carpet.
Still going painting? Or is it too late in the day?
No, I think time-wise it'll be fine. If you're not doing anything, Hilda, would you care to join me? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Forget what I said. I'm sure you're busy anyway.
You didn't let me say anything.
Well, no, but you didn't reply, so I thought you didn't want to.
I never said I didn't want to. I was just surprised.
Fair.
I would love to see those pretty flowers you mentioned. I'm glad you invited me.
Oh, that's good. Wait, you're glad?
Of course I am. I like being invited to things, silly.
Silly goose. Hilda just wants to tag along.
Of course. It's affirming.
Yeah, exactly. See? You get it. So there's no need to worry that an invitation is burdening someone. It feels good to be asked.
Of course, of course. Well then, in addition to seeing the flowers with me, would you like to help with my painting?
I wouldn't want to screw up your opus. I'm not much of a painter.
I don't think that's what he meant, Hilda.
No, I meant that I'd like to paint you, with the flowers all around you. Oh, that's too much, isn't it? Forget I said anything.
Silly, you didn't even let me answer. But you're right, I'm not up for that.
I'm sorry,
I'm not up for that, unless your painting of me will look really, really cute. Can you make that happen?
I think you could.
Yes, of course. I'll paint you cute as a button.
Good. Shouldn't be too hard. I can feel a very cute smile coming on.
Aw, cuteness. So much cuteness. Leonie and Ignatz.
Ah, Leonie. Off to train?
Oh shoot, we're only gonna be able to do
Already
Ignatz's
What about you?
stuff.
Off to draw?
No, I'm on my way back. I was thinking of adding a little color to my latest piece, so...
Come to think of it, I've still never seen your work. Here, let me take a peek.
Oh, hold up.
It doesn't work like that. You have to let me know in advance. I need time to prepare.
Yeah, exactly.
Lighten up. Wow, look at all that paper. Are these all drawings? What should I look at first?
So many good ones.
Wherever we travel, I try to capture the feeling and character of the landscape. I guess they've all kind of piled up. Each place is unique. Not just the geography, but also the clothing and architecture and so on. Everywhere has its own design sensibilities.
Yeah, you'd think there'd be only one way to do stuff like engraving, but it actually varies a lot.
Just within the Alliance,
A
the
lot.
styles are
A lot
quite
of stuff.
different between the North and South, and the Empire is even more diverse.
So many different painting styles. There's so many different types of
here's a
paintings.
landscape.
Weird. I don't understand
what a bright
art.
blue sky. You really make it seem alive.
The blue of the sky changes with the season too. In the summer, it's darker, and yet in the winter, it's almost luminous. And, of course, the landscape below affects the sky's appearance by virtue of contrast. It's hard to get the color just right, so I spend a lot of time experimenting with pigments and... Oh no, I'm so sorry, I've been talking your ear off.
Hey, listen, it's cool to hear you talk about things that you really enjoy. It's a cool thing to list. Like, you might not be interested in the same things as somebody, but if somebody's super passionate about something, it's nice to
Listen,
hear.
Ignatz, you need to become a painter.
Huh?
Don't say it's not useful. Your talent moves people. Someday, I'm sure your art will save someone's life.
Oh no, I wouldn't go nearly that far.
Remember that girl you told me about? You made her so happy, and you were only just starting out. Think about what you could do now that you've had so much practice. This is your calling.
You think so?
Yeah, it's something you can do that no one else can. I envy you. I wish I had a gift like that. So stop apologizing for your talent and just do it.
Thank
Just
you, Leonie.
do it.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to think about.
And we have still one more support conversation. Fire yourself the blue screen twice. What happened? Something going on with the computer? Also, Ignatz and Flaners.
Flane! Excuse me, quick question. Can I paint you?
Oh, hello, Ignatz. What an unexpected surprise.
I'd like to paint your portrait, Flane. For some reason, whenever I try to visualize Saint Sethlene, I think of you.
No wonder I've repeatedly felt someone's eyes boring holes into the back of my head lately.
Damn, she's
You're
psychic.
quite lucky my brother hasn't noticed. It would be wise to back away from me before he does. Although, I shall agree to your request, on the understanding that you paint me to be more illustrious than Saint Sethlene.
Damn.
More illustrious than the statue? Surely you mean as illustrious.
Am I not the more illustrious? The more breathtaking?
Oh, that's not good,
True,
Ketsy.
you are a sight to behold. Though I'm not sure about the competitive tenor of that question. I'd expect you, as an admirer of Saint Sethlene, to speak more... admiringly?
An admirer, You say such funny things.
Aren't you actually Saint Sethlene or something?
Now then, would you like me to pose? Oh, I have many ideas up my sleeve.
A pose? Ah, no need. You can just sit down.
Are you certain about that? It sounds rather... dull. How long will it take you?
A few days, I imagine. But that's okay. You can just come by whenever you have time. Oh, and if you don't mind, could you tell me some more stories about her? The stories you tell about Saint Sethlene
Makes sense.
are
Makes
so
sense,
much
Ketsy.
more vivid than the other legends I've heard. She seems so impressive, so fierce. I can't help but admire her too.
Actually, I have changed my mind.
No longer do you need to paint me as illustrious. Instead, paint me as fierce.
Sure, I guess. I think cute might suit you a little better, though.
Also true.
Did you not just say that Saint Sethlene had an impressive and fierce way about her? Well, if that is the case, then I too would like to look fierce. You're welcome to paint me repeatedly until you get the expressiveness just right.
Damn.
Rather, you
No
must
said
paint
it is
me
gonna be
repeatedly
purse.
until I am satisfied with the outcome.
I'm not sure I can ever produce a painting that completely satisfies you, but I'll try. I said I would, and I will not go back on my word, even if this painting takes me months. That wouldn't be a problem, would it?
Not at all. We're friends, aren't we? I am happy to help with a friend's request, even if it takes centuries to complete.
I don't think he lives that long, Ignatz.
Thank you for that. Though I hope it doesn't take quite that long.
Yeah, I was about to say Ignatz won't be living that long if that's the case. All right, last support conversation for the stream. Shamir and Ignatz. We'll talk about
To put it plainly, no, I do not dislike you.
Really? Oh, I'm so glad I asked.
So he does care. Why were you asking me about the world outside Fodlan before?
There's so much I have yet to see. Even these days, when it's ravaged by conflict, the world is so diverse. Buildings and landscapes and geography differ vastly from place to place. There's so much variety within Fodlan. And the outside world must be even more varied. I feel so inspired just thinking about it. So, I'd like to travel there someday.
I see. You should go.
You think so?
I told you before, in order to know the world, you have to experience it for yourself. There is much to see. Even simple things. Flowers, food, varieties that don't exist in Fodlan. New smells, new tastes. I could tell you about them, but you would only imagine them, not comprehend them.
True.
If you want
Very,
true
very true.
understanding, go out into the world. See it with your eyes, feel it with your skin. Speak to its people. Then you will know.
Yes. Perhaps so.
Is there something else?
You've never talked to me like this before, Shamir.
It's nothing.
Sorry.
Hearing you talk about exploring the world made me think about what I should do with myself.
Do you have plans for the future? After the war?
Not yet. You're ahead of me there. I must find my own path.
Ahead of you, Shamir? I highly doubt that.
If you have time for empty compliments, you have time to encourage me instead.
Yes, of course. Shamir, may you find success in everything you do.
Thank you, Ignatz.
I love these.
I'll do my best.
I love support conversations. They're so good. They're so good. And guess what? We still have so many more to go. So many more to go. But that's going to be it for the stream for tonight. We'll work on more support conversations moving forward. We got a lot. We got a lot to do. So let's talk about between streams for this game and talk about what we're doing Sunday, just so you guys have an idea. So between streams, I'm obviously going to be doing the certifications. Let's go. We can do stuff. We're going to do certifications and just, you know, do what I've been doing with every single person. What I will also say is that I'm going to be choosing battle for this next segment. So we're going to be doing 2 Paralogues next stream of this game, and we'll also be doing the Alel reinforcement stuff, that part of the story. We'll do a bit of support conversations next time we stream this game, but for the most part, we're going to be doing just battle. We'll do the Paralogues. We will do the story, and then we'll kind of move forward from there. Other than that, let's talk about Sunday. So Sunday, I work in the morning, and I'll be back by about hopefully 5 p.m. With that being said, I'm going to be streaming. Ideally, I might be trying to stream AI the Somnium Files on Sunday. Do like a pretty long stream because I know I want to get through that game so we can play the sequel. I want to finish the retrospective first before we play the sequel again. So we're gonna do that, and I think we'll also do some Dead by Daylight tomorrow as well. So should be good. But with that, I'm gonna end things off here. I want to check something though. Dale's still playing Dead by Daylight, so we're gonna raid Dale. He's playing Dead by Daylight. I might join him maybe a little bit. We'll see. But I got some other stuff I got to get done first and go from there. So that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, night, or evening. Of course, my name is Katafi. I'll see you guys next time for some more video gaming. See you guys later. Peace. Bye, everybody.